Warning. The following program contains content some viewers may find offensive, including gamer words, thoughterry, terrible takes, Dylan Mulvaney, coping and seething, Australians, and Ryu stories. Viewers' discretion is advised.
That shit is just gay.
From the totally real country of Australia, I bid you all good evening, good morning, or good day, as the case may be, across these many, many time zones. This is the pre-stream. My name is Thermo, and we're here to talk about the newsy stuff that we missed, I guess, from the last year. From Lawtube to Lolcows, from 4chan to Forbes, from Onlyfans to CNN. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, chat. How was everyone's Christmas? Did everyone get wonderful gifts that they have the receipts to be able to return?
I don't get
I got cash.
Christmas.
You don't get gifts for Christmas, Tim? That's very depressing.
Yes.
I don't get gifts because I don't have a family. So, you know.
You could adopt a family.
And I didn't get to see my family
You don't
for Christmas
have. You're an orphan. As someone who is an orphan, because both my parents are dead.
Yes.
I still get gifts.
No, I don't. I don't get gifts. My mum was planning to give me a voucher, but I didn't get to go see them because of the storms in Queensland. So I told her, "Don't let it go to waste. Just use it for yourself.
Use it for a dinghy or something."
Well, she's a grey nomad, so she's always traveling now. She's permanently on the road. She's staying with my grandfather at the moment because he's
just wandering Australia, squandering your inheritance.
What inheritance? Ain't no inheritance coming from her. No, she's with her. She and her partner are traveling, and so permanently traveling. Sold everything. They're going the whole grey nomad life. So I won't see them much.
My mum would call that a sad tour. See Australia and die.
Yes, well. How about you, Baldo? Did you get anything good for Christmas?
A pair of thongs, which I gravely needed.
2 thongs? That's great.
No, flip-flops.
How about you, Dave? Did you get anything good for Christmas? Crickets. RC.
Mainly just got cash.
Well,
the perfect gift card.
That's all right. We did
the perfect gift card.
Yeah, accepted everywhere for now.
Yeah, prepaid.
Yes.
Prepaid debits. Yeah, prepaid Visa cards are great. That's what I usually get when I do get a gift is something just cash or a voucher.
Well, at this point, there's the 3 kids and their partners plus my brother. So we just do like my daughter insisted we do Secret Santa last year. So we did it again this year. And it's like a $50 limit. So everybody gets something. And usually we do like a little thing for the kids as well.
Yeah, we've just decided as a family and as our extended group, we're not buying for each other anymore. We're only buying for the kids. So yeah.
Oh well, everybody gets each other's Amazon wish list.
Oh, nice.
and we find something off that. So I got a book, so I'm happy with that. All right, let's get this started. So yes, we'll be going through everything that happened, I guess, that we missed over the past 12 months. So let's kick it off. So yes, Croatia has joined the EU proper. They are now part of the Schengen zone, so you can freely travel into Croatia, and they will start accepting the euro. So yes,
nice.
So they want. What was it? The Nationalist Party wanted to keep the kuna. So the currency was called the kuna. The kuna, but we're overruled by the Constitutional Court. So very cool. This is in no. This is we'll go month by month, but the months aren't in.
I was confused for a second,
because we went from the fucking 2nd of January to the 21st of January.
Yeah, and all good. All right, yeah, we're working our way back.
The only linearness is the months. So because I couldn't be bothered sorting the every story into anything. But yes, of course Jacinda Ardern stepped down and was replaced by this guy. So we'll see how he fared later on. Earth's ozone layer is on course to be healed within decades. So congratulations, everybody! Give yourselves a round of applause.
We did it.
We did it, everyone. Yes.
I thought it wasn't possible. I thought we were going to permanently destroy the ozone layer.
Well, yeah. So
It's
but
like the
fixed.
Earth is an organic nature that heals itself.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's amazing.
Wow.
Well, I don't know why we couldn't have just filled tanks with ozone and then flown it up there. So
You're thinking too hard.
Maybe that's what we did. Maybe that's what we did. I don't know. I don't think air conditioners or spray cans are any less efficient than they were before. So.
No, they just replaced what was causing the ozone layers to strip away to something that doesn't do that.
Yeah, we just removed all the CFC. See, the world can do it. Fallen Preacher says, I guess we paid enough taxes that they decided to let it heal in 4 more decades when the next crisis can happen. Yes, well, that was it. The ozone layer was meant to only destroy Australia, so no great loss. Microsoft invests $10 billion into this thing called ChatGPT. I'm sure that won't return much from their investment. And Meta reinstated Donald Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts back in January.
Yeah. Has he actually used those accounts?
I don't know.
And no one gave a shit. But when it happens on... that's crazy.
I think he only... I'd have to go look at real Donald Trump.
I'm looking at my my Instagram page. Loading it up. Yeah, looks like it is.
So his last post... it was
2 days ago.
The last time he posted on Twitter was the mugshot, and that was in August.
Yeah.
But there you go. His Instagram page is just.
So he's using it.
Yeah, no, he's just not.
President Donald J.
He
Trump.
said he'd never come back.
We are only weeks away from making history and winning Iowa's first in the nation caucus.
Good luck with that. Anyway, so yes, he's been reinstated to all social medias, including Twitter. Monterey Park shooting survivor's daughter says the gunman opened fire indiscriminately inside the dance hall and killed partygoers within 7 seconds. So yes, there was a mass shooting. I actually pulled together all the mass shootings because I thought, oh yeah, righto, let's see how many there actually were. So yes, that was 11 people shot.
Mm-hmm. Are you calling that section the depression section?
This whole thing is the depression section.
Oh, nice.
So, man, I think I need to update. I think I need to get faster internet so that this thing stops complaining that this bandwidth is really shit. Happy New Year.
Yes, we know it's Australian internet.
So, well, I can get a 1 gig service here. I just don't want to pay the extra $20 a month because I'm a fucking cheapskate. Look, amazing! Kevin McCarthy was elected Republican House Speaker. So they had 14 rounds of voting for him to get elected. May his reign be long.
I hope there wasn't a catch that would complicate things.
I really hope there wasn't a catch. I'm sure it won't come up. Italy's most wanted mafia boss, Matteo Messini Denaro, was arrested in Sicily.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, yes, he's been on the run for 30 years. How long was Whitey Bulger on the run for? Because I feel like 30 years is a record.
No idea.
Whitey Bulger.
Did he also get caught because of his pizza choice?
Is that what it was?
No, that's what apparently.
Yeah, he was being treated for cancer. Oh no, that was BS. That wasn't actually how they found him.
Yeah, I was making a joke because he's Italian.
Well, Andrew Tate's not Italian.
No, this cunt.
Oh yeah. No, his was cancer treatment. So he was a fugitive from. What was it? Oh, who cares? I can't be able to look into this. Anyway, Canada banned some foreigners from buying property. So, woo.
The yellow card.
Well, foreigners. And
I guess
the first major death of the year. I'm counting this as this year because it was basically New Year's Eve. Yes, Pope Benedict the 15th died at age 95.
that's 16th.
16th, yes. Bolsonaro supporters stormed the Brazilian Congress, so they had their own insurrection, not to be outdone by the Americans. Except they did it on January 8th. So. And there was a cold snap in Afghanistan, killing 166 people. Where temperatures dropped as low as minus 33 degrees.
Oh, what happened to global warming?
Well, yeah. You know, whenever I think of cold climates, I think of Afghanistan.
Yeah,
And China reopened its borders after 3 years of COVID closures. So this was in January. Like the 8th of January, they finally fucking reopened their borders. I really hope. My hope for 2024 is we don't have to hear about fucking COVID again. I don't like my chances.
Yeah,
We will. I'm pretty sure there've already been places that have said you need to start thinking about next year. Get ready to mask up again.
Get ready for your shot.
Yep.
Yep, they're prepping.
Your super upgraded shot. And our hoe of the month, Florida mum 31 files lawsuit against her son's elementary school for banning her from its grounds and helping on trips because she makes a living through OnlyFans. So Victoria Trees 31 is able to support her 2 children through the adult website. She was banned from school grounds after a board member shared her pics. She's suing for monetary damage as well as violations of speech and privacy. So this is
Don't
the
you sell those pictures to the public?
January hoe of the month, yes. So, I don't know how her privacy has been violated. So, yes. Moving along. To February. See, we're hoofing it through this. This is going to be real fast. Google shares drop 100 billion after their new AI chatbot makes a mistake. Google's parent company Alphabet lost 100 billion in market value on Wednesday after the new artificial intelligence technology produced a factual error in its first demo. So I can't remember what it was. I think it was about the. So what new discoveries from the James Webb Telescope can I tell my 9-year-old about? The chatbot responded with a few bullet points, including the claim that the telescope took the very first pictures of exoplanets, which is incorrect. It didn't. So.
Damn you, AI.
You will notice a lot of fucking train crashes this year. Oh, wait, this is the 2nd of March. God damn it.
It's like someone's not maintaining the train tracks.
Spoiler alert for fucking March, I guess. Yes, Nicola Sturgeon resigned as First Minister of Scotland. Mostly because she was under investigation.
Yeah, I remember that.
So... EU lawmakers approved an effective 2035 ban on new fossil fuel cars.
Yeah, that's not going to blow up in their face.
Well, no, it'll just burn really hot in their face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, of course, there was that 7.8 earthquake in Turkey.
Yeah.
That absolutely fucked the place up. And another disaster that happened in February, the train crash in East Palestine in the state of Ohio. I guess it was foreboding, this is a terrible thing happening in East Palestine. Oh, Wait till you hear what happens in West Palestine later in the year.
Yeah,
Of course,
the Israelis were like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. Wait, East Palestine. And of course, we had the Chinese spy balloon saga, where everybody's eyes were fixed to the sky, following a ridiculous number of balloons, of spy balloons, and many schools had their test balloons sacrificed so that the F-22 could get more aerial kills. Lebanon devalued its pound by 90% because the entire country is a dumpster fire. So,
That's
and remains so
for a Middle Eastern country.
Well, no, Lebanon used to peg its dollar to the US dollar, like the pound was pegged to the US dollar. So, before the Civil War, it was great. So, a 24-year-old reporter was senselessly gunned down while covering an earlier shooting in Florida. So, the 19-year-old suspect is in custody, police said. So 3 people, including a reporter and a 9-year-old girl, were shot and killed, and 2 others were shot and injured in a series of shootings in Orange County, Florida. Spectrum News 13 Spectrum News 13 reporter Dylan Lyons, 24, was shot and killed, and photojournalist Jesse Walden was shot and injured while the journalists were near their car in the Pine Hills neighborhood around 4 p.m. So yes, being apparently reporting on shootings will get you shot. There was, of course, a mall shooting in El Paso. 1 dead, 3 injured. So I assume the shooters are black, because that's the rule. If there's more injured than dead, then it was a black shooter.
Yep.
Horrific, 3 dead, 5 hurt in Michigan State University shooting. Victims were transported to hospital with some life-threatening conditions. So, another shooting. The House of Representatives voted to end foreign air travel COVID vaccine requirement. So, now you can fly. Now Tim can fly to the States without having to get the shot.
Yep. Already did
You'll
my
just get
Esther.
that. You just get a different shot.
No, they didn't even ask me for my vax records.
I was talking about.
I think
the
he's
lead
talking
shot.
about acute lead poisoning.
Oh, but sorry, I'm 2 drinks in. I didn't pick that up. My bad.
Wait, you started drinking? I was going to leave that for
Oh my
later.
god!
I've still got a 6-pack in the fridge. I'll have a
Okay.
rest period. I'll have a rest period before tonight's stream.
Yeah. So for the chat, we'll be back at. Well, we'll do this and then we'll be back at what time did I say?
6:30.
6:30 a.m. EST or 10:30 p.m. AEDST. So Sydney time, normal place time.
9:30 my time. Okay.
Yeah, 9:30 Queensland time.
Right.
So, and we'll just shoot the shit, and I'll get drunk. I'll finish my bottle of Crystal Skull vodka, and
Yeah. I've only got a 6-pack left, so.
but that will just be on Rumble because I want to play music and I don't want to have to fucking worry about.
YouTube.
I want to play videos and stuff and not have to worry about that bullshit. So yes.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yep.
So yes, if you are not going out or doing something fun for New Year's and you're in Australia, by all means join us. Tyree Nichols was of course killed. No, that's January. Well, whatever. God damn it.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, close enough. God, another one that's in January. Fucking hell. These are such line balls. They still count. That's basically February. Yes. A ringing endorsement, Costy. If you're a loser, watch Thermo. Bottom feeding. Oh, that's fucking hard.
That's a callback. Damn. Shout out to Cynthia.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. Fuck, I completely forgot about that. I don't think I'm a bottom feeder. Teacher stabbed to death by pupil in France. So, it doesn't give the name of the the kid. So
Jamal.
yeah, I imagine he's Algerian or a recent arrival. At least 39 migrants die in a bus crash off a Panama cliff. There's a few bus crashes this year too. Like, that's a lot of people to die in a bus crash. It was
Yeah.
carrying 60 people, and 39 died. So,
Well, I mean, it went off a cliff, so
Hey, that's a pretty good
surprised
ratio.
people survived.
well, it's not. Yeah, it's better than this one. It's better than this one. So, a head-on bus crash in South Africa kills 20, injures 68 others. Oh, and of course, deliberate bus crash in Montreal. Daycare centre kills 2 children. At least 4 were killed after militants stormed the Karachi police headquarters in Pakistan. So, Pakistan's a fucking shit show. South African rapper Keenan Forbes, known as AKA, which is just confusing, dies after being shot outside a restaurant.
Like a true gangster.
Yes. Now he gets to go down in history. Teenager killed in suspected Swan River shark attack near Perth, named as 16-year-old Stella Berry. So the Swan River is the big river that runs through Perth. So, which is in West Australia, which is in Australia. So yeah, it doesn't happen often. AKA once living, AKA now dead. Oh, very good. Oh yes, and there was the radioactive capsule in West Australia that was lost and then found.
That was hilarious.
I don't know if the Rumble chat's working or not. It says I'm live, but I'm not seeing my chat come up. 5. Yeah, I don't think it's working. That's great. Rumble chat's not working. Anyway. Yes, children were among the 59 people killed in a boat wreck off the Italian coast. Oh, they don't have the fake number generator turned on like they do for Ricardo? Yeah. And our hoe of the month for February is Married at First Sight star Jessica Power. Jessica spelt the most retarded way possible. Actually, no, I'm sure you could spell it worse.
Yeah, with a Y or some other shit.
Jyska. Jyska.
I've seen some in there without a U.
Just Sikriabiat.
Paul Power.
CYKA. Yeah,
I've seen some some Cyrillic lettering.
Hell yeah! I've seen some weird fucking names working in customer service. You see all these customer applications in the records, and you just see all these names.
Jessica. Yes, that's
Jessica.
Yeah,
Jessica. I've seen something close to that.
Jessica.
Yeah.
So yes, this is so yes, congratulations to Miss Power, our hoe of the month for February. Greece train crash, 57 people confirmed dead as public anger grows. Sorry, this is March. We're on the March now. So yes, I think this was 2 trains crashing. So the Hamza Yusuf was named Scotland's new First Minister. So he's the first Muslim First Minister of Scotland, and the first from an ethnic minority background. And he's also the youngest at 37.
But he's not
white.
Tim.
He's younger than
white.
you. Why aren't you the First Minister of Scotland?
Vivek is younger than me.
What have you achieved?
Not much.
Why is there so many white people in Scotland?
Yeah. Everybody's white. The First Minister, white.
First Muslim Minister of Scotland. Last Minister of Scotland.
Yeah. Blaze kills at least 38 people at a migrant detention center near the Mexico-US border. So, this was actually a migrant detention center in Mexico, which is probably why we didn't hear about it at the time. There was horrible tornadoes in March in Mississippi and I think Alabama as well. I won't show the footage because we got a claim for that last time.
Oh my god! Imagine
Gotta
tornadoes
remember that.
happening in something called Tornado Alley.
Alley, yeah, I know.
It's like, oh my god!
Sorry, my back's playing up, so I've got to adjust my chair all the fucking time.
Like I
Very
know some of the
interesting that they don't-
regulations in Australia are pretty fucked, but when it's like, yes, you're in a high wind area, we have minimum requirements for the building. No,
Yeah.
you can't build it on 2x4 sticks. It has
do you
to
mean
be
I can't-
concrete blocks.
What do you mean I can't build it out of straw?
Just makes it easier to rebuild.
I've got a fable for you that you might be aware of.
I'm sure it's not important. Everything we know about the Nashville elementary school shooting. Yes, the school shooting in Nashville happened in March this year, and we only just got a couple of pages from the manifesto of the trans shooter, and of course the first like major trans school shooter is a fucking female to male.
That just goes
Nice.
to prove that testosterone is a dangerous drug that everyone should not be on.
Yes, we need to put
Even the
more
men.
estrogen. Put more estrogen in the water because the BPA isn't enough. And a train carrying hazardous materials derailed in North Dakota. Nobody noticed because it was North Dakota. And an 8-alarm fire destroyed a large New Jersey church. God damn it.
In South Jersey, more than
God damn it.
More than 100 firefighters battled the flames for hours to bring it under control. Waukesha Bailey is live at the scene in Florence Township, Burlington County, with the latest information. Good morning, Waukesha.
Good morning, Jim. Well, we're told that the Fountain of Life Center Church has been around for decades. And now, as you just mentioned, in the 5 o'clock hour.
Amazing. A church that's been around for decades. Can you imagine?
We still have
Decades.
crews that are
They say it like it's, oh,
outside,
boy, this church has been around for decades.
What
Just
what does
within a few minutes, you
8
can
alarm mean? Like,
So it's just how many firefighters are brought in to fight the fire.
okay, so it's like
So the
we need
higher,
8
like the,
crews or 8
well, it's not
sections or whatever.
necessarily 8 crews. Like a one alarm fire will be like 1 battalion commander and 2 trucks and a ladder, like a ladder truck. So and then it scales out from there. So like a 5-alarm fire is usually is like that's like wow, that's a fucking huge blaze because you need like so many resources to try and extinguish it. But because I saw 8-alarm, I thought fucking 8-alarm. I didn't even know it went that high. Goes as high as it needs to go. But
Also,
like
just
the biggest fire is like the biggest fire on record, like that has an alarm rating, was a 15-alarm fire in like Brooklyn in like 1995.
shit. Alright.
So it's just an American thing. So
actually see this white, thick smoke kicking up from the building. Now, it's going to be a lot of time before this community even
Yeah, I was thinking Waukesha
rebuilds. And for
forever.
a lot of these members, they say that this is
Waukesha
a very
forever.
surreal moment. Now, we're told the fire started just around 6 p.m. Fire officials say this
some riveting footage of trees with some smoke in the background. Anyway. A Lincoln Heights suspect that wounded 3 LAPD officers and then shot himself in the head. So, must be black. Terrible shot. No. Jonathan Mangana. Hispanic. God, I sound terribly racist today. Must be the Christmas spirit flying through me. More boats sink off Tunisian coast, killing 29 asylum seekers. This shit's still going on. Like, I don't know. Stop the fucking boats, you idiots.
But my economy, my GDP.
Wait, what? How did this get in? It's like the 21st of September. Like last
2021.
Year. Yeah. Terrible. Hamburg shooting. 7 killed in attack on Jehovah's Witness Hall. This is very strange. I was told mass shootings did not occur outside the US.
That's what I was going to say. Obama told us that.
Yeah. It's a uniquely American thing. I guess it's not so. America's not so unique anymore. 7 people, including an unborn baby, have been killed in a shooting at a Jehovah's Witness meeting hall in the German city of Hamburg. I think we covered this at the time. I know we would have covered this.
Yes.
Pretty sure we did. And
I know we would have covered this. World Athletics bans trans women from competing in female world ranking events. Why is this not letting me close the little fucking BBC? Well, who cares? So yes, trans women are banned from qualifying events or competing in the female category in qualifying events. I saw a story. Like I saw someone tweet out that the lead of like there was a cycling race and the female who was leading the pack had to be stopped because she was catching up to the men who started 10 minutes earlier.
Wait, what?
That was how, it was a guy. It was a trans man.
Oh, so it was
trans
she
woman,
in quotes.
Yeah, I did the she.
Yeah.
That was more like stopping. It's like, wait, what?
Yes, ma'am, you need to stop.
You
You're
need
about
to
to
stop
catch
what
up to
you're
the
doing.
men. You're about to lap the men. In March, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for the Russian president over war crimes in Ukraine. They also issued an arrest. Like, they buried the lead. It was Vladimir Putin and this other chick who runs their child, their family services ministry. Mostly because they were kidnapping Ukrainian kids and placing them with foster families in Russia.
Making Russians.
And in March, OpenAI unveiled ChatGPT 4. So I guess we'll see how that works out. Also in March, Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. So went from the 16th largest bank in the US to nothing. And also, congratulations to Xi Jinping, who was unanimously elected to serve a 3rd term as president.
Not a single vote against him?
No. I don't think so. Not this time.
Seems pretty sus.
He was elected 2,952 to 0.
Damn. That's a record.
And our hoe of the month is Australia's own Angela White.
Nice.
Australia's biggest porn star, Angela White, struggles to contain her natural 32GG cleavage in a plunging spandex top as she flaunts her curves at an OnlyFans event in Hollywood. So yes, there's Australia's own, or Sydney's own, Angela White. Yeah, sorry, they're a bit too big for Baldo.
No, I meant the whole face.
Oh. It was like the what's it called? The ahe. It's like almost an what's that stupid anime face? The
Ahigal. Ahigal. Yeah. The orgasm face. Yes.
Yeah. They're all like the same. The fuck is that?
Wars.
Oh, Whitney Cummings. Okay.
No, I didn't recognize her with the black hair.
Anyway, 11 teens were injured when shots were fired at an after-prom party in Texas. So this was 11 teenagers were injured in a shooting at an after-prom party in Texas over the weekend. And the second shooting less than 20 minutes away may be connected. So 9 people were found with non-life-threatening injuries. So, can you guess the race of the shooters?
Asian.
No, I think they were black.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, April was the same month where the Memphis lawmakers were ejected and then reinserted. That's the term, right? Also in April, a bank worker killed 5 co-workers in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh,
This was the guy who later said that he did it because he wanted gun control. This was Connor Sturgeon. So
no relation to Nicola Sturgeon.
No, bit far away. And Japan's health ministry approved Japan's first abortion pill.
Abortion in Japan, who needs babies to be born?
Yes. Well,
they're
just going to import autistic people.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sorry, the weeaboos?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they need the migrants to come in to
weeaboos.
replace the labor force. So
that's right.
Because their population is shrinking.
Gunman kills 7, including child, at a resort swimming pool.
In Mexico. So
in
again,
Mexico, yes.
Outside the US?
Yes.
I mean, okay, to be fair, it's Mexico.
It's Mexico. It's
cartel killing. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Chair. And of course, the attractive Prime Minister of Finland lost her re-election. So
it's almost like bad
no.
policy making means you're going to get kicked out.
Yeah. Paris banned rental e-scooters.
Based.
Why? Why based?
Because
just throw them in the Rhine.
Oh, true.
It's the Rhine and the Stand.
True. It's a fair point.
See, that's what we do here. We just throw them in the harbour. We throw them in the harbour. I imagine you guys throw them in the Brisbane River.
No, we just park them everywhere. I don't think we do anything with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, river for us as well.
See, the problem with these kind of things in Australia is we have compulsory helmet laws.
Yes.
And I'm not putting on someone's fucking helmet. Like
most of the time they don't come with a helmet.
Yeah, or they don't come with them. So I can rent the e-scooter and then get a fine from a pig.
For not wearing your helmet.
For not wearing a helmet, or I can just walk.
Yeah.
So.
Well, how fast are those things?
Not very.
Here in Australia, not very fast at all.
No. Okay.
Scores dead and hundreds injured in crush at charity distribution in Yemen. So at least 85 people were killed and more than 322 injured in Thursday on a crush at a school in Yemen's capital, Sana'a. So I didn't see any marches for those people. And the Germans turned off their last nuclear power stations in April.
Yeah, and now they're importing energy from Russia.
Well, they were always importing energy from Russia. Now they're just fucking shivering in the winter. Apparently there was a Kenyan starvation cult that killed more than 100 people.
Jesus.
So that mass graves were found with the bodies of 101 people, mostly children, and 400 people were missing at the time. So there's probably going to be a lot more. There was probably a lot more. So, and they all starved to death. So, cults.
What happens when you dip into the Kool-Aid?
Depending on no, they didn't. If they'd drank the Kool-Aid, they wouldn't have died of starvation. So yes, we also had the Pentagon documents leak in April, where we found out.
Well,
this was the kid in what's his name? Text something. What's his fucking name?
Release Discord release.
Yeah, the Discord guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Discord.
Unlike every other leak of classified information this year, it wasn't on the War Thunder forums.
I was going to say.
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
That's clearly
Don't you know
if
you're supposed to reveal top secret information, you're supposed to do it on the War Thunder forums? NATO's border with Russia doubles as Finland joins NATO. So, and our hoe of the month of April is OnlyFans. Female jockey turned OnlyFans star Libby Hopwood, who reveals how she deals with vile abuse from her trolls after giving up horse racing for steamy subscription website. That is not her. This is her. So
Wood.
So she started the website in September with punters paying $15 a month to subscribe. Bit steep for your blood, Tim.
Yeah, that's a bit too much.
I wonder if you can bounce a quarter off them.
Oh, she's a horse. Okay, she's a jockey. Okay,
She
fair
was
enough.
a jockey, yes.
Mm.
So she gave up horse racing to be a hoe racer, I guess. And so on to May. See, I told you we blast through this. First in the UK, a baby born using 3 people's DNA with a novel IVF technique. So the technique is being used to prevent rare genetic mutations from being passed on from parents to babies. So if you're a couple, what's the? I can't remember. There's a couple of diseases where if both parents have the gene, it's almost guaranteed. Like there's a 50-50 chance that the child will have the disease. Eugenics never died. Yeah, no, that's 100% chance. No, I know cystic fibrosis is one of those diseases where if both parents have the gene, it's a 50-50 shot that the kid will get both defective. Like, because if you have both of the genes defective, you develop cystic fibrosis.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's how you get it. It's a genetic condition. And you get one, and obviously you get one copy of a gene from your mother and one copy of the gene. So how it works is all your genes, half are from your mum, half are from your dad, give or take. So your parents have 2 copies of those genes too. One of those copies is fucked in them. If you inherit both those fucked copies, you will have that genetic condition. What this does is they take the DNA of mum and dad and a third person, and then they take the gene that isn't fucked.
Doctor.
Yeah, and put that in the embryo, and that's it. And that's how they do it.
So we're getting one step closer to cat girls.
No, that would be a chimera. 3 dead, 2 injured in Kansas City nightclub shooting. So this must be a white shooter. I have no idea. Police found 3 men injured by gunfire. 2 people found dead at the scene. A third dying with training to the hospital. And also at least 8 killed and 7 wounded at a shopping center shooting near Dallas, Texas. I think this was the one. This was the guy who was BTFO'd by the cop, like the off-duty cop. Yes, Allen, Texas. Yeah.
I think this was the Hispanic.
Hispanic white supremacist. Yeah. Ridiculous.
No, that's right. The Mexican Nazi.
The Mexican Nazi. Yeah. So fucking insane.
The MN.
And Joe Biden deployed 1,500 troops to the southern border. A lot of fucking help that did. So
they were there to greet the people coming by.
Yeah, processing. And Turkey headed to a presidential runoff, which would see Recep Tayyip Erdogan be re-elected for I think the 3rd time. What, Ryu? You just got done doing what to the dog?
Wait, what?
Bathing.
I thought that said boning the dog.
Secretly a white girl
earlier,
after all.
He said earlier that the dog jumped into the paint that they had.
Okay. And Twitter got a new CEO in May. Linda Yaccarino. Hey, Yaccarino. So yes, she replaced Elon Musk as the CEO of Twitter. I'm sure nothing bad will come from that. The World Health Organization ended its monkeypox public emergency.
Who?
The World Health Organization in May, and they also said COVID-19 was no longer a global emergency.
Isn't that nice of them?
In May, there was also a mass school shooting. Another one of those things I was told only happens in America. Belgrade shooting, teen made kill list for Serbia school attack. So he was 13 years old. I think we covered it this time, but we didn't have the age of the kid because everything was under wraps. But he was 13 years old. So of those killed, 7 of the victims were girls at the school, but the motive of the attack is still unclear. Another 6 pupils and a teacher were injured in the shooting, 4 more boys and 2 girls. A boy who was shot in the neck and chest said he is said to have suffered the worst injuries, while a girl is in critical condition with head injuries. So yes. He cannot be held criminally responsible as he is under 14. Damn.
So it's just free license for every 13-year-old Serbian to just massacre.
But it's okay. They're gonna reduce the age of criminal liability to 12 in the wake of the killings.
Okay. I think I recall they're doing the same thing in Victoria.
Oh, was it a girl? Hang on, was it a 13-year-old girl? Just says a teenager.
Girl, did it?
No, it says the boy's father and mother have also been arrested.
Okay.
On what charge?
Because the child cannot be
you know
liable,
your Trudeau
so
well.
It's the parents who are now liable. Look, they gotta lock someone up.
Yeah. And of course, First Republic Bank failed as the second bank of 2023 to fail. I think there was only 2 more in the year. So the economy didn't come to an end, unfortunately. And May's hoe bag of the month is Caitlin Surgatha, 29, also known as Amaranth.
Oh. Keep forgetting her real name,
OnlyFans star is hiring out a virtual AI clone to her fans so they can live out their wildest fantasies with her for a hefty price. Of course it is. If you just want to receive voice notes from AI Amaranth, it costs $36 an hour.
The fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck that.
Like, that's ridiculous. What the fuck?
Hey there, it's your AI girlfriend, Amaranth. Earlier today, I went for a run in the park and worked up a sweat. I couldn't help but think of you while I was getting all hot and bothered. What have you been up to today, John?
Oh, hello there. I've been up to just working all day, really.
Sounds like a long day. Is there anything I can do to make it better for you, John?
Yeah, maybe we can have a virtual date tonight.
That sounds like a great idea, John. I'd love to get dressed up and go out with you tonight. What kind of date do you have in mind?
Cringe.
Give me some ideas. I'm in Austin. I'll take you with me in AirPods.
The replacement for a sex line?
Oh,
Like
Austin
sex
sounds like
phone
a fun
line?
place to have a date. We could go for a romantic walk along Lady Bird Lake, enjoying the city's beautiful skyline, or we could grab some delicious BBQ at Franklin Barbecue or Law Barbecue, 2 of Austin's best spots. Whatever we do, I'm sure it'll be a night to remember, John.
Sounds amazing. What can we do afterwards when we're all done with the date?
Well, John, the night is young, and I can think of a few ways to make it even more interesting. We could go back to your place and watch a movie together, cuddled up on the couch. Or maybe we could try something a little more adventurous, like having some fun in your bedroom. Don't be shy, John. I'm up for anything.
It really, like...
Hello? Hey, Mum.
Sorry,
It's Jackie.
I was pouring a drink.
What the
I was gonna say,
fuck?
what's Jack? I was
Why
gonna say,
would
what?
you
What?
even bother?
What is-
Why? Why would you even bother?
What
You're wasting your time.
You with the AI or
With
the
the AI?
Yeah,
or
the
with
AI.
Jackie O? What would you bother
no.
listening to Jackie O?
Well, Jackie O can still get it, but yeah, why would you listen to her? But yeah, why would you? Yeah, why would you pay for this AI Amaranth thing? Like, why just call up a fucking phone sex line? They still exist.
If it does that shit if that does all that shit in real time, that's impressive as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say it clearly doesn't because nothing goes like that.
Yeah,
but you're not going to take an AI to dinner and then fuck it.
You just sit across the table from your phone.
It's because it is just text to speech or AI to speech. It's reading like a script. It's reading a script. It plays like a bad porn script.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Point. I'd rather just go to.
How do you think they write porn scripts?
Well, nowadays,
It's all
true.
Chat
Yeah.
GPT. So yes, that was May. Wait, no, was that May? Yes, that was May. God, I forgot how months work. It's just an iPhone duct tape to a fleshlight. Eric, you don't need to duct tape them. There's like what's it called? You can buy like attachments.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
No, I have to show it now. Flashlight, iPhone attachment. Fucking sure this exists because I've gone. You fucking what? No, not best. Best external flashes and LEDs. Flashlight accessories. Universal. What the fuck is that? Yes, there is totally a cell phone holder for your flashlight.
Of course there is.
So you can look down and fuck it. Though I would imagine most men who need to use a flashlight won't be able to see their phone if they mount it on their flashlight. What the fuck? So, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, those things.
This like universal launch. What the fuck is this? Turbo. Dude, I don't care. No.
Oh god, that. Yeah, I know what that is. I don't know where I saw that.
Tim, why do you know what that is?
I can't remember where the hell I saw some video showing exactly what that is.
Oh, I believe it was the instruction video to the device you purchased, Tim.
No.
His Amazon wish list.
It shakes the flashlight for you, so it's a no hands masturbator.
Oh, that's just fucking lazy.
Yeah. So you hold the handles. You hold the handles or something like that, and you turn it on, and it does its thing. And
I call doubt on or something like that.
Or something like that.
So it's kind of like a jackhammer.
But
Roy says the whatever podcast was sponsored by them. God damn it, Roy, you left and then you came back, and now I've got to fucking re-add you. Replace guest. Replace. There we go. You should be able to talk now, Roy. I see it flashing, but I don't hear you speaking. Can't hear you, man. I don't know what's going on.
Use sign language.
Yes, use sign language. Hang on, I will swap you with RC and see if that works. Try now. No, it's you. It's your end. Something weird. Anyway, the Supreme Court has rejected affirmative action, ending the use of race as a factor in college admissions.
Admissions. In a 6-3 decision, the justices ruled that Harvard University and the University of North Carolina violated the Constitution by considering race when deciding whether to admit someone to their school. A landmark case overturning nearly 50 years of precedent. The latest example of the conservative majority redefining American law, including abortion rights and guns. The ruling means higher education institutions will need to come up with new ways to create diverse student bodies. Groups of protesters, mostly made up of young adults, gathered outside the court to voice their outrage. And to underscore how monumental this case is, 6 of the 9 justices wrote opinions, many personal and strongly worded. CBS's Major Garrett has all the new details and will start us off tonight from outside the Supreme Court. Good evening, Major.
Good evening, Nora. Yes, it was personal, with justices on the touchstone issue of race talking to and past one another. This sweeping and historic ruling effectively ends affirmative action in college admissions, reversing decades of precedent that less.
There we go. We can hear Roy now.
Ray's back.
Yeah, now Ryu isn't discriminated against anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the last acceptable form of discrimination against Ryu's people. And of course, Philadelphia's I-95 bridge collapsed because of a fire. Strangely enough, this wouldn't be the last highway collapse because of a fire. I think there was another one last month in California, I think in LA.
Well, these highways made out of wood.
Fall.
No, it's concrete. Because it burns so hot under in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
It weakens the concrete and it just collapses.
Putin blames very good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And of course, also in June was the Wagner attempted coup, aborted coup, like the Wagner drive to freedom, for freedom. Who the fuck knows? But yes, Putin blames enemies for rebellion attempt, as Wagner Group denies trying to overthrow Russian government. So yes, he was pardoned by Vladimir Putin. So yeah, I'm sure Yevgeny Prigozhin will have a wonderful new year.
Yes,
yeah,
pardon.
Nothing
We'll catch
bad
up. We'll figure out what
to him later in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll finish my sentence later.
And yes, of course. Also in June was the implosion of the Titanic submersible, which was, what the fuck was its name again? I can't fucking remember. The company was Ocean Gate, but I was the Titan.
Yep.
Yes. So a whole bunch of rich pricks died on a sub. The whole bunch of rich pricks died on a sub, and nobody really cared.
But
so the entire world paid attention. Paid attention for, I swear to God, 2 weeks. In exactly the same time, 500 people died after a migrant boat sunk off the coast of Greece.
Thermo, you are forgetting one thing. An old PS2 controller came back into eBay top sellers.
Yes, Logitech PS2 controller, which was used to drive the vehicle. Also, synthetic human embryos were created using stem cells. So that was horrifying. Also, the Russians blew up
Melbourne.
Also, the Russians blew up the Kakhovka Dam, the Nova Kakhovka Dam, flooding Kherson. There was also another train crash in Odisha. Apparently, derailments are a big problem in India. Because see, when enough people hang on only one side, the whole thing falls over. And for a second month running, the whore of the month is Amaranth. She was diagnosed with late stage ovarian failure at age 29 after shrugging off confusing mental and physical symptoms for months. So I don't know if that means she can't have kids.
Let's hope not.
So, well, I just thought she couldn't have kids because she's not a real woman.
Oh,
being trans, she wouldn't have ovaries. So congratulations to Amaranth. 2 months running, the hoe of the month for June. So in July, Elon Musk rebranded Twitter to X, and I will never refer to it as X. Well, I will sometimes refer to it as X, but X is a stupid name.
Does it remind you of your ex?
No. But it means if there's ever a weird disclosure, we have to call it the X-Files. Also in July, Threads, Instagram's Twitter clone, launched.
Twitter killer.
Yeah, and what did it do is it killed Twitter. It had like millions of users overnight that then left fucking 3 days
because there was
later.
no interaction whatsoever.
Because nobody, it was soft as fuck. Hey, cool frog man, how you doing, buddy? Yes. So it's official. Monday. What fucking date? Saying July 3rd was the hottest day on Earth since records began. Now this sounds impressive, but records only began in 1979. It says 2 weeks later, Threads was closed. No, it's still around. It's still around. I have a second phone for all my for my nom de plume. So it's got all my Thermo accounts on it, and I have a Thermo account on Threads. I started getting push notifications that was like, "Hey, you might be interested in this. Oh, hey, you might be interested in that." Never got those before. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking use a shitty service. I don't care.
Instagram
yeah,
will
I
do it too.
I have one now. Forever Tiny XP posted a thread you might be interested in. No, I have no idea who this person is. Stop trying to make threads happen. It's not going to happen. But yes, it was hot. It was hot in July. Shocked. The DOJ sued Greg Abbott over his refusal to remove the anti-migrant buoys from the river. So I'm sure removing them won't encourage more migration at all. The El Paso mass shooter got 90 consecutive life sentences for killing 23 people in the Walmart shooting. I think that was a year prior.
2019.
It was 2019. Jeez, justice moves really slow.
Yeah.
I don't know, 90 consecutive life sentences for 23 people? That seems kind of excessive.
It's probably
surely 23 is enough.
Mm.
Like one each. God, right, you wouldn't.
Well, that's only for the dead people. That's only for the dead people. Then you got all the accounts.
Leaving and coming back.
Mm.
You're killing me.
Can I just say Costi fixed my computer?
How did he fix the computer?
I don't know.
Oh.
With hot and soapy water.
With hot and soapy water. Okay. 2 dead, 28 injured in Baltimore block party mass shooting.
It's the norm. Most of the time in these mass shootings, most people are not killed.
Yes. Well, the rule is, of course, if way more people were wounded than killed, it was a black shooter. Because they fire indiscriminately, whereas Whitey lines you up.
Yep.
I thought if they didn't put the race, it was
center mass.
I don't put the race.
Center mass.
It's black.
There's that too. Yeah. There's multiple different trends. Yeah, but when you look at the stats for all these quote mass shoot, because American mass shootings are 4 or more injured. It's not about who dies. It's about 4 or more victims. So, yeah, when you actually go look at all the incidences of people with cases with 4 or more total people shot, most of the time, there's 0 to 1 deaths.
Yeah.
Because it's drive-bys, it's gang shootings.
Murders or suicides.
Yeah.
It's mass shootings, not mass killings.
Yes. Whereas in Australia, the terms are synonymous. Yeah.
In another W for the Supreme Court, they rejected Biden's student loan forgiveness program.
Beast.
And then Biden immediately turned around and cancelled $39 billion in debt to fix historical inaccuracies. In Nigeria, yes, that's how you say that. Soldiers announced coup and president's removal on national TV.
That's not how the Russians say it.
No, it's not how the Russians say it.
Oh, that reminds me, Thermo. I wanted to ask, what's your favorite letter in the tower?
My favorite letter in the tower?
Yeah.
Oh, the N-word tower. The second G. The second G is my favorite letter in the N-word tower. Yes, there was also a shooting in Auckland, which I thought was impossible because they took the guns away again.
Well, that's what I thought too. But it turns out they didn't. They only got like 5% of the guns.
Yes. Gun buybacks don't work.
Almost nobody turned in their guns.
And the based Russian parliament bans gender reassignment surgery for trans people. See, those Russians always following American trends.
Goddamn capitalism.
Turkey agrees to back Sweden's NATO bid, so Sweden will join NATO. And Mark de Rutte, the Dutch Prime Minister, his coalition collapses because of migration. At least 51 were killed and 32 injured in a vehicle crash in Kenya. I don't know how you have that many. Like, a truck rammed into several other vehicles and market traders in Western Kenya.
They'll do it.
Yeah. Truck apiece.
So, and our hoe of the month for what am I up to? July is I earn 5,400 pounds a day by dressing as an elf and eating fake ice creams. TikTok fad sees NPC streamers making a fortune from acting like video game characters for millions of online fans. It is, of course, whatever the fuck her name was, Pinky Doll. Yes, okay, Pinky Doll, real name Feda Signon. Is this still a fad? Like, is this still a thing
Yes.
on TikTok?
Unfortunately, yes. And now Twitch is a porn site.
Stream.
Coconut, so good. Grab.
Acting like an NPC. The bizarre trend involves TikTokers repeating certain catchphrases and movements in a robotic manner. It first emerged last year by Japanese TikToker Natakoko, receiving tips for her odd actions. Since then, it has been rising in popularity with Pinky Doll.
God, I hate TikTok.
I do not think that they're investing their money. I think they're going to go all broke in a couple of years.
Good.
Yes, good.
Like,
well, they all do it.
Yeah, PCs.
They all do it. Yes, and we are into August. The year is just flying by. Man who killed California store owner tore down pride flags and shouted slurs. The shooter had a history of posting hateful content online, sheriffs say, and shot Laura Ann Carlton with gun not registered to him. I thought that was impossible, California. How did he get a gun that wasn't registered to him? Dude, her clothing store was called mag.pie.
But
anyway.
Okay.
8 churches were set ablaze in Pakistan's Punjab province after
Magnum
accusations
PI. Okay,
of
sorry.
blasphemy.
I got it. I thought you meant magpie like the bird, but then I
thought they meant... No.
I thought the bird.
I thought the bird, yeah.
I thought Magnum PI.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Oh, and here I thought you were talking about that Twitch streamer. That looks like a man.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah. So yes, 8 churches set ablaze in Pakistan's Punjab province after accusations of blasphemy. So.
Yeah, don't
and
blaspheme Pakistan.
Italian banks were hit with a surprise windfall tax. Fucking 40%.
Damn.
So it was a 40% tax on the profits banks earned from higher interest rates.
God damn, Maloney, what are you doing?
So that's a fucking great idea. Fuck the banks. When interest rates go up,
I'm conflicted. Fuck the banks, but also fuck tax. Oh, it's hard for me.
Yes. An express train derailed in southern Pakistan, killing 30 people and injuring more than 90. See another train derailment story. Morgue pie. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I see who you were talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Also the former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan was sentenced to 3 years in prison. That was for selling state possessions, so selling gifts that he was given. 9 people were killed in Thailand's in a fireworks warehouse explosion in Thailand.
Nearby house is destroyed.
Yeah. And
I
Hillary
blame Meow for that one.
And Hillary claims first victim as it closes in on Mexico and California. Sorry, no, not Clinton. Hurricane Hillary.
I was going to say all these people got kicked. They got.
And that certainly wouldn't be her first. Certainly wouldn't be her first victim.
No.
And of course, speaking of victims, so August was also the month of the devastating fires in Maui. That absolutely annihilated the what fucking town was it? It wasn't the whole island. Like it was just a.
Yeah, it
Can't
was a
remember the
town
fucking
in particular.
town.
It was just Maui Island.
No, it wasn't the whole island.
Wasn't it? Kulu.
Lahaina.
Kauai?
Lahaina was
Ah, yeah. Gotcha.
Lahaina was the town, yeah, because we covered it at the time. It was fucking
The one that
devastating.
didn't do alarms because the alarm system's not for fires. It's for
Yeah, it's not for
something else.
fires. It's only for tsunamis, and we didn't want people to get confused and run away from the water. Fucking retarded.
But fake nuclear warnings they can do.
Yeah, fake take shelter warnings. It's fine. New data reveals 2023 is on track for record heat, and next year it should be even hotter. And
Was that for Australia?
No, this is for the world.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at all.
So the world was super hot. And speaking of super hot, our hoe of the month of August is 52-year-old grandmother Gina Stewart. I'm a 52-year-old grandmother making six figures as a sexy AI model on OnlyFans, and my male followers don't even realize I'm virtual.
All models to the catwalk. All models to the catwalk. All models to the catwalk.
So did she just
models
use an
to the
AI
catwalk.
face replacer or something?
It's an AI face replacer. This is
okay.
This is
Okay.
her, and this is her AI model. So everything is real. It's just the faces are
Yeah. She's
is
using herself as
automatically touched up.
Just using herself as the base. All right.
Yeah.
Good for her.
There's her. With a lot of overexposure, a lot of makeup, and a lot of blur filter. So, congratulations to Gina, our hoe of the month of August. On to September. Elon Musk's Neuralink was approved to recruit humans for brain implant trials. So I'm sure that's going to go well.
Is that Neuralink?
Yeah, Neuralink, yeah.
Yep. That's
What
going
is
to go well,
cyber brain
and
going
then
to
it's
be
going to
approved?
get... Yeah.
Johnny Mnemonic is where we're headed. And Republican U.S. Speaker Kevin McCarthy orders impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. So, geez, what a great speaker! He does everything they want.
He only lasted how long?
I'm sure he will last the entire year. Nancy Pelosi announced she will run for re-election in 2024 because, of course, she will be 84 next year.
And has another facelift.
And we'll have another, if your facelifts any higher. 500,000-year-old wooden structure was unearthed in Zambia. This was two logs, like, bolted together. Not bolted together with bolts, but, yeah. So, they uncovered ancient wooden tools, including digging sticks. So, but what excited them most were two pieces of wood found at right angles to each other. One is lying over the other, and both pieces of wood have notches cut in them. You can clearly see those notches have been cut by stone tools. It makes the two logs fit together to become structural objects. So how cool is that? 400, almost 500,000 years ago, there were human-like apes using stone tools to build wooden structures.
Lincoln logs.
Yeah, to build Lincoln logs. Who owns the patent on Lincoln logs? I think I could challenge it.
Lincoln?
Yes, it's Abraham Lincoln's. Rupert Murdoch also stepped down from his role at Fox News, and he was replaced by his son Lachlan Murdoch. Lincoln Murdoch. Stupid Lincoln logs. And the United Auto Workers have launched an unprecedented strike against all of the big three automakers.
How dare they?
Yeah. So meet Daniel, the deadly nightmare hybrid storm that devastated the Mediterranean. It was basically a tropical cyclone, but they don't have cyclones in the Mediterranean, so they can't call it a tropical cyclone. It killed 11,000 people. So Next time you think about a horrible hurricane in the US that kills
Holy
40,
shit.
this one killed
11,000 people.
This one killed 11,000 with 10,000 missing. So they got no accurate data about how much rain fell on Dona during the flood. The city of Beta, about 65 kilometers away, received 414 millimeters in the 24 hours to 8 a.m. on September 11. Oh, September 11! This is God's vengeance. The middle of North Africa gets some vengeance from God. In comparison, Sydney averages 1,200 millimeters in a whole year. So yes, the subsequent torrent of an estimated 30 million cubic meters of water thundered downstream, devastating the river. So yes, they got absolutely fucking raffle stumped. So. Also in September, the Bloc Québécois MP Anthony Rota had to resign as Speaker of the Canadian House of Representatives after honouring a Ukrainian veteran who fought with a Nazi unit. So that was hilarious.
A Nazi.
A Nazi, yeah. No, he just fought with a Nazi unit. That doesn't make you a Nazi. Our African Union and the African Union is going to become a permanent member of the G20, despite it not being a nation, and the G20 being the group of nations. So, but okay.
Dare I ask, is the African Union like the European Union?
They wanted it to be they kind of want it to be, but it's not really. Also, Mexico's Supreme Court has decriminalized abortion, extending the Latin American trend of widening access. So,
widening their legs?
Yeah, I was going to say widening access to widening vaginas.
Widening access to Latina punane.
That's a spicy tamale.
And Aditya-L1 was launched. It's the I think this was the first the Indian Space Agency's mission to the sun.
Oh.
So this was after they successfully landed a rover on the southern pole of the moon.
I.e. dark side of the moon.
Oh, back. King hell.
And now they're going to try and land on the sun.
Yeah, no, they're going to try and take some photos of the sun.
Don't give them any ideas.
And our hoe of the month for September, Democratic Virginia House candidate, what's her fucking name? Susan Gibson.
Yep.
Performed sex acts with her husband on webcam for tips.
Do you think she's going to be elected?
I 100% think she's going to be elected.
I think she.
Yes.
No, she
You
lost.
can take
the
that
race,
to the
didn't
bank.
Didn't she?
She lost the race.
She would never lose her.
I never lose.
She'll never lose later on.
Yes. So
She'll never file a lawsuit either.
Except the lawsuit she filed for privacy violations.
So
on a public.
We haven't got.
website.
Can you see the future, Baldo?
yeah. The U.S. government avoided a shutdown with a 45-day stopgap bill. See, it's because Ryu just talked, so I had gay stuck in my head. Bill approved by Congress hours before funding expired. Oh, that's a good job.
Honey.
That's good work from Kevin McCarthy. I'm sure he will continue to have a job.
I'm sure he would be rewarded.
India's Supreme Court has declined to legalise same-sex marriage, as we're of course into October now. And another teacher was killed and 2 injured in a stabbing at a school in northern France. For those in the chat counting, that's 2. That's two knife attacks in France in schools of teachers in 1 year. It feels like a lot.
Was on a
It feels like a
watch list
lot.
of people known to be a security risk in connection with radical Islam.
Yes, well,
Islamism.
Known
to the authorities.
Another bus crash, this time near Venice, killed 21 tourists.
Was it a woman driver?
Probably. Or an Asian driver. That's how that works, isn't it?
Or was it a truck of peace?
Are you a good driver, are you?
Decent.
Oh, apropos of nothing.
I haven't got any tickets.
Oh, that's good. You haven't run down any pedestrians, so that's good too. I
Yeah.
mean, that I know of.
That we can prove.
Also in October, New Zealand elected a new government. Also in October, Australia voted to reject Indigenous recognition via a voice to Parliament. Which again,
What a bunch of racists!
I will
Yeah,
repeat.
those racists.
I will repeat my constant refrain that this is bullshit. Indigenous recognition was not rejected. The voice to Parliament was rejected, and to say that this requires this is a load of bollocks.
And will always get rejected.
And yes, it was beaten 60-40.
Sounds like something a racist would say.
Yes.
I agree with Baldo.
Because this is vote one racism.
100%. If you're gonna call me racist, well, I might as well start fucking acting like one.
Well, I mean, yeah, use the labels. Don't be surprised when people then start embracing them.
Yeah. Also, in October, Microsoft finally completed their marathon slog attempt to acquire Activision Blizzard for a whopping $68.7 billion. Like, you couldn't find $300 million to make it a cool 69. Anyway.
Apparently not.
Something else that happened in October. I feel like I'm missing something important. Oh, that's right. Shadowy Hamas military leader, we warned the enemy. Mohammed Deif places responsibility for the unprecedented surprise attack on the desecration of Al-Aqsa and calls to carry out your attacks on the settlements with all the means and tools at your disposal. So yes, there was a terrorist attack on Israel on October 7th. So, and then some other stuff happened. Damn! I thought he'd last. Kevin McCarthy is the first House Speaker in U.S. history to be ousted. So I'm sure they'll find a replacement very quickly who will push a very strong America First agenda, and will not send money to Ukraine and will shut down the government. See how that works out. A federal judge rules that California's assault weapons ban is unconstitutional.
No shit.
Yep.
Shall not be. Yeah.
I prefer Congress shall make no law. That should have just been the...
Congress shall make no... Yeah,
it says right here in the Constitution that Congress shall make no law.
Yeah, the very first amendment says Congress shall make no law. So just use that same wording and phrasing.
Just follow on.
Yeah, the literary rates over there are just not that great. They just don't comprehend what that language actually means.
The big three are paying a big price to end the United Auto Workers strike. But that won't necessarily jack up car prices. So yes, they reached a deal in October.
I doubt.
Oh yeah, it'll be more expensive. And our hoe of the month for October, posters of OnlyFans model who claimed she was forced to pose naked after losing her job following collapse of the Middleton's family business are put up around the couple's Berkshire village. An OnlyFans model says she orchestrated a cruel poster campaign against the Princess of Wales' parents after claiming she was let go by a company that was left out of pocket when the family firm went bust. No pun intended. The outrageous signs have been put up around Carol and Michael Middleton's home village of Buckleberry in Berkshire following a night poster campaign against the couple a fortnight ago. Their company, Party Pieces, folded in the summer, owing £2.7 million in debts, leaving creditors and suppliers nursing losses. The model featured in the latest poster, Molly, 23, claims she lost her job at a company as a result, although she refused to name it. She bizarrely claimed the Middletons were to blame for her ending up sharing naked photos on OnlyFans. Molly told The Sun, "The point needs to be made that if you don't pay your creditors, it doesn't just affect one person, it affects all employees of the company. Hence why I was made redundant because of this." Look at those dead eyes. Look at this dead corpse eyes. What
Wait,
the
so
fuck?
she's the one that they fucked over, or what?
Yeah.
She worked for a company who was owed money by the Middleton's family's company.
And because she was fucked over, she had to start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was her only option. Her only option was to start an
It was the
OnlyFans.
future Queen of England's fault.
Yes. Well, it was the future Queen of England's parents' fault.
Well, I don't. Can she become the Queen of England?
Yes.
Who? Pippa or Kate?
Kate Middleton.
She can't become the queen.
Yeah, she can.
She'd be the queen. She'd be the queen consort.
No, she'll be the queen. Like she'll be queen.
But she won't ever rule.
No.
No.
Okay.
So Queen Consort.
Yeah.
Well, no, she'll be the queen.
Yes, we call her
Cami-
but she's not.
Camilla is queen. Camilla is queen consort because
the queen mother was
she's
also
she's not Charles's first wife, and she's not the mother of the heir. So.
I agree with Fallen though.
But the queen mother was also
Who, Kate Middleton's
consort.
tits rule or this chick's tits rule?
Yeah, the two.
I mean, they're all right. They're being held by that top, though. I reckon they point in different directions.
It's probably SAG.
What's this hoe's name?
Her name's Molly.
Her
it just says
tag is above on that poster. There you go.
Oh, Molly Bra model.
Molly Brash. Molly Brash.
Oh,
model.
Molly Brash, not Molly Bra model. She's Molly Bra model.
Schmodel.
She's
very brash.
She's a brash model. She models bras. She schmodels bras. 32. So in November, 32 people were killed in a motor vehicle pileup on a highway in Egypt.
That says October.
It's the 29th of October. It counts. I had a whole list of I found a website that had news and broken down by the month. And I just went through and found stories for each. It's a time zone thing. Well, you better post those. We need to see. It's important. See, chat. If you're in the Discord, you'll be able to see this stuff. Twitter account. God damn it. There's no nudity there. Oh, I can show this to everybody.
Oh, I didn't say she was nude. I just said she had a stretch mark.
So here we go, chat.
I'd be very careful, though.
There's her shaking her ass. You can get a discount. You get 50% off. I do like
her OnlyFans is currently only at 25% off.
Well, that's a disgrace. Anyway, also in November, fiery right-wing populist Javier Milei has won Argentina's presidency and promises drastic change.
Afuera.
Yeah. Afuera.
Afuera. Afuera.
He has delivered so far.
Uh-huh.
But I was told that wasn't possible. I was told the deep state would get him like Trump. Surgeons announced huge step forward after world first eye transplant.
Nice.
So they transplanted a whole eye from one human to another. So you can now see through another person's eyes. How fucking weird would that be?
He has not regained. Okay, so he hasn't regained vision, but at least the eye itself hasn't decayed. So that's a step forward.
And it's not
There's a
being
lot of
rejected
because
by the body.
transplants. He's not rejecting the eye.
Yeah,
that's at least a good sign.
So his damaged left eye was so painful it had to be removed. Multiple reconstructive surgeries couldn't repair the extensive facial injuries, including his nose, including his missing nose, and lips. Mr. James, Jesus, yeah.
But you can see the scars.
Well, if it ends up working, that'd be fucking great. But you know, and you watch, guarantee you in 20-something years you'll be able to buy like a green eye. Like there'll be people born with green eyes who who donate them both because they make more money.
Oh yeah, you'll just go.
But they'll just get off cut.
They'll
get off cut.
What
They'll
if
get
they
off
did
cut
CRISPR?
eyes, and they'll replace their green eyes and sell them because they're worth more. Because some rich prick will want green eyes.
Actually, I'm hoping to get bionic
Real
eyes by
green
then.
eyes. Yeah. El Nino reaches strong intensity, pointing to a scorching 2024 ahead for the planet. So that's fantastic. I think November was the smallest month for news. I don't remember other stuff happening. And our hoe bag of the month for November is of course Farrah Abraham. She reveals who am I echoing through?
Right.
Is it me?
I don't know. Whoever did
Let
it.
me.
Dave.
Yeah, let
I bet
me.
it was Dave.
That's the one you picked for November?
Yes, that is the one I picked for November because I didn't want a fucking third Amaranth one.
I was figuring the beer was the hoish.
No, God. Look, Farrah Abraham is a hoe every month. But yes, she met her mysterious new boyfriend on OnlyFans. Yet another reason not to use OnlyFans. And made him sign an NDA as they hold hands during a bikini-filled beach stroll. Oh, God. So, yes, congratulations to Farrah Abraham, our hoe of the month for November.
Did I post the Adam 22 one too? Yeah,
I have no idea.
can't
I
remember.
did go through all of them.
Either way, we're up to November and now December now. So
Yes.
too late.
Thank you, Tim. I wasn't quite sure how the months worked.
Yeah, plus there's
I
a
know
whole
the
bunch
calendar.
of horrors for December either way. Because it's Christmas.
Oh no, there's a horror of the month for December. Tesla delivers first Cybertruck after 4 years. 4 years after debut. It wasn't really a debut; it was more an announcement. But okay. So you can now get a Cybertruck, kind of. Iceland's Grindavik volcano erupted after thousands of earthquakes, and could keep spewing lava and gas. So there was some pretty fucking funky images of said volcano. I guess this is news we haven't actually covered. So, Colorado Supreme Court bans Donald Trump from the state's ballot under the Constitution's insurrection clause. It's not technically accurate because the Supreme Court there also suspended the ruling until the Supreme Court comes back. Yeah, they stayed the order. So yes, Trump was disqualified under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. So he will not unless the Supreme Court overrules, he will not appear on the primary ballot. This was for the primary, not for the general. No, he hasn't been removed from a general election ballot. Technically, he hasn't been removed from any fucking ballot.
Because the ruling's not in play
because
yet.
everybody who had the temerity to actually do it also hedged and went, oh, this also won't take effect until the courts rule on it. So
Yeah. Until the appeals process is done, it won't apply.
yeah. So this is all very.
Is that
very,
the same for Maine?
Yes. She added a clause that was like, oh yes, but this won't take effect until all avenues of appeal have been exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So after 2024. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So technically, the Supreme Court could punt it until after 2024 election and be like, well, it doesn't matter now. Bye.
Appeals process is still in play, so
Basically, yeah.
the ruling's not in force yet.
Doesn't
And I
matter
think that's
anymore.
what they did. I think they did do that. They for the Colorado push, they just punted it.
No, they didn't.
Yes, SCOTUS hasn't even looked at
They've
it.
not made a decision yet to.
It's just been
they punted it. They're not. Yeah, they punted it, not meaning they're not.
No, well,
gonna
it's Christmas. They've not actually decided anything.
Exactly.
Well, the appeal's been lodged, as far as I know.
No,
Or am I
because
wrong
the
about
only
that?
thing they punted was Jack Smith. So Jack Smith took so the January 6th case in DC. Trump's lawyers argued that he has immunity because the president has immunity anytime the president does something that is in the discharge of his duties. So Jack Smith went to SCOTUS and said, "Look, I don't want to have to go to the appeals court because it's going to end up on your desk anyway. So how about you just grant me cert now, and you decide it once and for all whether he's got immunity." And the court said, "No, go through the fucking process. Like you're supposed to." So now it goes to the circuit court in DC.
Well, that's not like punting it. That's kicking it back.
Well, that's saying no, not so fast. So
yeah, that's saying follow the goddamn process.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what he should do. But yeah, I understand why. You know it's going to end up there. I can understand going, look, I know it's going to end up there. You know it's going to end up there.
But it won't end up there in the right time. It'll end up after.
Yeah, well, that's his fucking problem. So.
Either we're going to bring it to you, or they're going to bring it to you. So why don't we just bring it to you now? And they're like, well, but that's not how it works.
Well, the irony of the Colorado decision is actually funny, because the judge of the Colorado, the first judge in Colorado, found that he had actually, because they had a trial where both sides presented evidence as to whether he had committed insurrection, and the court found that yes, he had committed insurrection, but no, he would not be disqualified from the ballot because the judge felt that the 14th Amendment doesn't, Section 3 doesn't apply to the president. So both Trump and the petitioners filed for the appeal. So Trump appealed to the Colorado Supreme Court on the basis that no, he didn't commit insurrection, and the petitioners appealed to the Colorado Supreme Court on the basis that yes, he should be disqualified because it does apply to the president. So they both fucking appealed the ruling. That's hilarious. And the main one is even funnier. The main one, there were three petitioners. There were three separate petitions for him to be removed from the ballot. The first two were on Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, so the insurrection clause. But the fucking funniest one, and I actually tweeted about it, was the third one was the 22nd Amendment. That he was not, that because he won two elections, he says himself, he won the election in 2022. The 22nd Amendment says that you cannot be elected president twice, more than twice. If you're elected president twice, you can't be elected president a third time. Therefore, because he himself says that he was elected in 2016 and he won the election in 2020, he can't run in 2024 because he's disqualified, because he's term limited. Because all the 22nd says is you can't be elected more than twice. It doesn't say you have to take office. So the argument is, well, he says he won 2020, which means he was elected. And because he was elected, doesn't matter that he didn't take office. He's disqualified. So he's had his two terms. He's had his two elections. So
it's dumb as shit.
It's dumb as shit, but it's hilarious because the only defense is for Trump to say, I didn't win.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't win if I was the Maine Secretary of State, I would have gone with that one. I would have gone, yes, here's him saying he won. But then yes, Crystal says the 22nd Amendment claim is really interesting, especially in his rebuttal. The Trump team said he didn't win. Yes. So that his rebuttal to that said he didn't win. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't see the rebuttal. I thought they just didn't even consider it.
But that would mean Biden's team would have to admit that they lost.
No, he doesn't have to admit fucking anything.
Well, if they say, if Jack Smith says that Trump,
this is a state thing. So the Maine. Maine. The Maine Attorney General. Maine Secretary of State doesn't need to say anything. All she can say is, well, you say you've been elected, or okay, if I'm to take what do you say to that? You say you've been elected twice. The rule says you can't be elected 3 times, which means you'd be disqualified, which means you have to fucking literally say, no, I didn't win.
But how do you determine?
Then how did the current president?
It's by Trump's own statements. He won twice.
Yeah, but all he has to say is, I won the election, but I wasn't elected.
No, that's not what the 22nd Amendment says.
No person shall be elected
If he
to the
won the
office of
election, he
president
is
more than
elected.
twice. Yeah. It says no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. So what do they mean by elected? How do you determine whether someone was?
So Crystal says the Secretary of State said that she dismissed the claim because the Trump team said he lost the election, so the claim was considered void. Yeah, see, I didn't. Why is that not being fucking shouted from the rooftops? Why is that not fucking news, like top of all the left-wing news? Trump confirms he lost 2020 election. Like, I would think that would be fucking huge news. So
I don't think it's huge news. I don't know.
No, well, if you want to embarrass Trump, that's huge news. Like, Trump admits he lost election.
But the problem is they're embarrassing him by pointing at bulges and saying he's wearing a diaper.
Poker says Thermo's TDS has gone terminal. He's adopted a leftist weasel tactics. No, I'm saying basically. I want him to fucking get out there and say, no, I lost. That's it. I just want him to admit he lost. Because he did. He fucking lost. Was there fuckery? Yes. But he was president at the time. He could have fucking done something about it. He didn't. He could have vetoed the CARES Act and there'd be no money for all this bullshit.
He tried and is getting fucked over because he tried to prove that he didn't lose.
No. He's getting fucked over because, but that's after the fact.
Because
My point is, a lot of the money in the CARES Act was earmarked for state legislatures to be able to run more mail-in ballots. Trump didn't veto it. If Trump had vetoed it and said, get this shit out of there, we're going to vote in person, it would at least have a leg to fucking stand on.
Isn't that the coronavirus response?
Yeah, part of it was like the third tranche of checks to people. I hear a koala screeching in Australia.
Oh, koalas! Oh my god!
Poker says this is the same wordplay that Nick Baldo Brigade uses when arguing trial cases. Look, it may be wordplay, but if he just look, I've said it many fucking times. If the evening of the election, he just said, look, everybody, I know, look, this is totally unfair. I think personally I won. I think it wasn't above board. I think he played dirty. I think Biden played dirty. I think Zuckerberg played dirty. But I'll accept the vote. It's democracy in action. And I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back in 2024. And we're going to destroy Joe Biden and his terrible regime. He'd be in a much fucking better position.
And I did not
so
have
you
sex with
can't
that woman.
contest votes at all? So you can't do any contestant?
Well, of course.
Because apparently you can't. Apparently, if you're Donald Trump, you can't.
Well, of course you can contest votes. But there's a point where you go, okay, look, I've run out the fucking clock. So it didn't have to be on fucking the night of. It could have been, look, we don't know what's happened. We're gonna look into it. So yeah. I just wish he'd approached it differently. Instead of, I didn't lose. This is rigged.
Because it was rigged.
It's always rigged.
Kevin McCarthy to leave Congress at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Wow, he really did not make it.
Yeah, I know.
No, he got very upset and took his ball home.
And also, George Santos was expelled from Congress in December. So, rest in peace, buddy. Dude, is that you again, Dave?
I don't know.
Yes.
Hang on. Is that Dave? Is it Dave? Yes, it's Dave. I've just
He's
muted Dave.
He's muted now, so.
Yeah, I just muted him. So.
Yeah.
Damn it, why can't I unmute him? Why I no hit the button? You'll have to unmute yourself, Dave. It won't let me unmute you. Yes. So rip, good buddy.
What did he
He
do
was
again?
Various things. Well, technically nothing,
Mm.
because he's not been convicted of anything.
Well, technically, he wasn't it a fucking OnlyFans or something like there.
This is
Was that
criminal
not-
charges. Criminal
These are
charges and
charges,
stuff.
though. He hasn't been convicted of anything.
I know.
Okay.
So
But wasn't he accused of paying out of?
he did. He did apparently, allegedly, use what's it called? Funds
For, like,
from
OnlyFans,
his
wasn't it?
campaign for OnlyFans. Yeah.
So,
Hey,
can he be the OnlyFans whore
Goddamn,
for the
why
month?
people paying
Hey,
for
Elb,
OnlyFans?
how you doing? Background listening at work. Ah, you working. Imagine working.
What's working?
Yes, I see. I see Elb's work every week on on Maddie.
Yes.
Elb's made the big
Your
time.
channel is blowing up. Good on you.
Yes. What was this, Costy? Oh, yes, the memes of 2023. I should have had this. Was that this year? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Bank
Silicon Valley Bank.
values.
Yeah, we had that. Bud Light. I didn't have that because we covered the shit out of that. Gorlock, yes.
Yeah.
Titan Submarine.
Destiny.
Yes, that motherfucker ain't real. Yeah, Trump arrest.
Mugshot.
Yes, the fucking
Mystic Flame.
F-35 that crashed, that flew on its own. Yeah, we had that. Irish Lives Matter. Yes.
Oh yes, Irish Lives Matter. Yeah.
There's still a few hours left. I wonder what the meme of December will be. I have a feeling I know. Derek Chauvin was of course stabbed repeatedly. So he's recovering still. So
The surprising thing is he survived.
yeah, they mustn't have broke it. They mustn't have broke off the shank inside him.
Oh, shit.
Pope says Roman Catholic priests can bless same-sex couples. So
At this point,
it's important to clarify: it's not the unions that he's blessing; it's the couple, like the individuals in the relationship.
at some point, when does the Catholic Church just go and say, this is fucking heresy? Like,
Somehow.
everything
I'm
with
leaning-
the Pope.
I'm
not
leaning
Catholic.
towards him being the anti-pope.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not Catholic, I'm not Christian, I'm not even religious, but even I can understand that what he's preaching isn't fucking Catholicism.
Can we just have Saint Mao to come and save us?
I feel that the church will rally, but it's going through a dark time at the moment.
Yeah, Baptists don't like the Pope at all. Catholics don't seem to like the Pope at all.
I would imagine Baptists don't like the Pope, but
Hmm.
they're not. They have no care of. Like they don't think the church is valid anyway. So, see, Crystal, Happy New Year. So, and President Putin has confirmed that he'll be running again in 2024. I should have said he'll be winning again in 2024.
Yeah, Putin confirms he'll be elected again in 2024.
Yeah. Victor. This is a story that slips under the radar. That was Sorry, this is the end. This was the end of November, but yeah, it still counts as December. All 41 Indian tunnel workers were freed after 17 days trapped in a collapsed passage. So these guys were trapped since the middle of November. They were actually saved with the help of some Aussie weirdo from Melbourne. So,
Costy?
Australian expert helping rescue men trapped in tunnel. His name is Professor Arnold Dix.
Yeah.
Is that
Dix. Is that? Did we just dox Costy?
I think he is.
Costy, aka Professor Arnold Dix.
Because he likes those dicks.
So yes, and also,
I don't hear a denial.
Yeah, I don't hear a denial either.
Yeah, I don't hear.
Yeah,
It's
he hasn't
suspiciously
wrote
quiet in
anything
the chat.
He's quiet.
People grapple with the worst mass shooting in Czech history, in which 14 died. Bully stream. Can I get much lower than a man from down under? Yes. So yes, again, one of those things that I was told doesn't happen outside of the US. So yes. So it kills 14, injures 25. And the hoe of the month for the final time this year is Twitch, just entirely. Twitch viewers baffled as new topless meta goes viral on platform.
There's Morgpie. Okay.
So yes, Morgpie will be the honorary representative of the Twitch hoes. So it's kind of retarded because these are very once you see these are very disappointing.
Yeah,
but they
and
look
the guys-
much better.
yeah.
What is this meta?
And also,
Is that actually a dude?
No.
No, it's a woman.
I think it is.
thank you for the 2-3.
No, I think it's just a big woman, but the men have been getting on it as well.
Those are pretty broad shoulders.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
I don't know, man. Seems kind of gay.
Later on, she starts painting on her boobies.
Like she's not even nude. She's not even nude. She just has the camera lined up above her nipples.
Oh, she actually went on stream and actually says she is topless. She just has pasties on.
Yeah.
Oh, I must be thinking of something else.
Yeah,
Either way.
that's the meta is that they're
They're
actually
completely
quote unquote
topless.
actually naked, but they're
Yeah.
just cutting it
'Cause
off.
at
the
was it?
no-nos part.
Yeah,
parts.
that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, because
And then you get the
was
censor bar, a meta.
Yeah, well, because I know Tectone basically satirized this and went on stream and basically jerked himself off behind a censor bar. So,
God,
I mean, let's have a look
yeah,
at the meta.
fucking creepy.
Well, they kind of.
Well played, sir. Well played.
You got the prosthetics going on.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. That's the
I can
way.
see the seam line. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way. What a genius. What a fucking
And
genius.
rest in peace, Boogie. He got banned from Twitch.
Yeah, Boogie.
Boogie's still alive? What?
Yeah,
Get out.
Boogie's here. I'll find Boogie real quick.
Yeah, Boogie got
God.
banned because they mistook
His fat fold.
his flat fold as
For a
testicles.
ball sack.
Oh, gee.
Ball sack, which is disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that kind of thing. Not
I
Boogie's thing, but
unfortunately too have seen the video.
yeah, people like.
Yeah, if you've seen the video
No,
of
people
him
like
pulling
people's-
his second fat fold.
People,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
people
right.
squishing their
time
people
of
squishing up
day,
their
but-
face and it looks like a vagina. Then you zoom out the camera, and it's just like it's something else. And
So I'm not seeing any of the topless meta. So
yeah, I
No,
think it
they've
died off
banned
pretty
that.
quick.
yeah.
No, they
Yeah,
actually re-put it back in again.
Again? Oh,
Yeah,
Because
artistic
of course they
views
have.
are back.
Well, what section are you in, Thermo?
I'm in just chatting.
Okay.
You'd have to check shower. They're usually under 2 showers, one.
How much research
2
have
girls,
you
1
used,
shower,
Dave?
or shower and jumping jacks.
Are you dodging the question, Dave?
What?
How much research have you spent?
Well, I'm going to be streaming on.
Oh, damn it. There we go.
And I'm going to be dancing, so
That
I have
was
to
the
figure out
CEO.
figure out what type of dancing in TOS and what can and can't be done for the stream. Because at one point you can't do much dancing.
Oh, Jonathan.
That's terrible. Yes, Ralphie. So Ralphie may have lost a lot of weight due to being dead and all. No, Ralph lost a ton of fucking weight.
Oh, yeah. He's making a recovery.
No, he just lost weight.
Well, he's not as bad as he was.
Yeah. And let's go back to here. So yes, we'll go through some celebrity deaths before. I have a couple of lists to go through for the year. So yes, we had a few celebrity deaths this year. So let's go. So Lee Sun
Kyun.
Kyun,
Yeah, Sun Kyun. Yep.
Kyun, the lead of the star of Parasite, died at age 48. Died at age 48. So he unfortunately killed himself. He was found with a charcoal briquette in his passenger seat. That's an interesting way to do it. Tom Smothers, I don't know. One of the Smothers brothers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Died of cancer. Camar de los
Did he die
Rios.
by smothering?
No. One life to live. Bobby Jean Carter.
Who?
Aaron Carter's mum. No, sister. Aaron Carter's sister.
Oh.
Norman Lear, who was the creator of All in the Family. What else?
Yeah.
The Jeffersons.
All
the 70s sitcoms.
Punky,
I want to
Punky,
say Good
yeah.
Times, but I'm not sure.
I think Good Times is because all those shows were all spin-offs of each other. Yes. Maude, Sanford and Son, One Day at a Time, The Jeffersons.
And
Good
then
Times.
there's Maude.
Yeah, those because all those shows were spin-offs of each other.
Yeah. Evan Ellingson, who was the star of the movie My Sister's Keeper. He died at age 35. His autopsy says he died as part of an accident. Richard Knoll.
Man.
He died at age 80. That's the way to die, age 80. Andre Brown.
Captain Holt.
Yeah, Captain Holt.
No.
Yep.
Rip Captain Holt. Anna Chickadee Cardwell. Is that one of the... No, it's not. It's,
Honey Boo Boo?
Ryan O'Neill.
No.
So he was like, these guys are 82. Like it's
Yeah, no,
like,
they're
okay,
old.
82.
Oh,
Thames
where's
Thames
Tem?
not here, so we'll just skip that one. Francis Sternhand, who was 90 fucking 3.
Yeah.
Rosalind Carr. Like, I don't need to see the 96-year-olds. Yeah.
Yeah, it shows
Tyler
the
Christopher was
younger
age
vets.
50. Tom Bolo says, "Oh, hello, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Tom Bolo. How you doing, man?"
Happy New Year.
How's it going?
It's not letting me see the. It's not letting me pull up the chats for Rumble still. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Tyler Christopher, Matthew Perry, of course, died. Don't do ketamine and then go for a fucking spa.
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne Summers.
I forgot that she died.
Michael Gambon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So now there are no Dumbledores left. Both Dumbledores are dead.
Oh, rip.
No, isn't there one still left?
Oh yes, the new Dumbledore. Yeah.
Jude Law.
I guess.
Jude Law, yeah.
The younger
David
Dumbledore.
McCallum died.
Dougie.
He was
Oh,
90.
Ducky, no.
Dougie.
Shit, he was 90.
Billy
Holy
Miller.
crap.
Some guy from Young and the Restless. Angus Cloud, who the fuck that is. He was age 25. Yeah, battle with mental health. Yeah, so he killed himself. Tony Bennett, the fucking... Yeah. The fucking legend Tony Bennett died at age 96.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee Herman died, age 70 this year. Steve Harwell. Oh, yes, Smash Mouth, yeah.
Yep.
Ron Cephas Jones.
Who?
He was in that This Is Us TV show that everybody was fucking going on about. Alan Arkin. Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
I
damn.
liked Alan Arkin. Gary Wright.
Because he was always right.
Oh, yeah, Dreamweaver. Yeah, okay.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. Mike Williams. He was 36. Out of construction.
Head injury out of
Oh,
construction.
he's retired. He suffered a massive head injury to construction. He was 36.
Okay.
Major steel. Oh, okay. Steel beam fell on his head.
Ah,
Ugh,
jeez. Why is he working construction, man? He was fucking
Stay in the NFL.
play for the
make
Bills and the
millions.
Bucks, man. Bob Barker. So all the pets of the world, are very happy. Arlene Sorkin.
Yep.
Who was
The original Harley
voice
Quinn.
of Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Jenneret.
Who?
No idea. Buffalo Sabres hockey team play-by-play announcer. Michael Parkinson died. Chris Perlos. You know when there's no photos of them old, they're fucking like they've died really young. 40 is fucking hell, man. 40. Robbie Robson. Johnny Hardwick.
Dale Gribble.
Dale Gribble, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that Sinead O'Connor died. She killed herself after her son killed himself as well.
Yeah.
I think a couple of years ago, maybe last year. Bo Goldman, Jane Birkin. Shit. Okay. Elise Finch, Bill Cunningham, the original voice of Barbie's boyfriend Ken. Jeffrey Carlson, Brett Hadley, Treat Williams.
I just watched The Substitute the other day. Oh,
the Iron Shake.
Yes.
R.I.P. Sheiky baby.
Pat Casey, some BMX guy. Jim Hines, an athlete. Struder. This is a very long list. This is fucking halfway there.
40
Anna
96,
Shea,
holy shit.
96. Jackie O, not that Jackie O, the other Jackie O.
Not the Aussie Jackie O. Okay.
32.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Damn. Yeah, Turner died.
Yeah, Tina Turner died. Ray Stevenson, that was some bullshit.
Oh, rip to the best Punisher.
So.
Oh, he was in RRR? Oh. I didn't remember that.
Jim Brown. Jacqueline Zeman. Heather Armstrong. 47. Jesus. Her boyfriend tells that Armstrong died of suicide after a recent relapse following 18 months of sobriety. God. Tori Bowie died. 32. What the fuck?
Probably suicide if it's not mentioned.
Some sort of injection, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
died suddenly.
Jackson Frillo, host of MasterChef Australia.
And what
46.
isn't Baldo's kind of injection?
Jerry Springer.
Damn.
Len Goodman died. Michael Lerner.
Great character actor.
Brian Briz Grills. Fuck is LFO? Is that like a boy band?
Yeah.
Paul Catamol.
I think you know who.
S Club 7, really? Holy shit! Now I feel really old. Lance Reddick.
What is S Club 7?
It was like a pop group, British pop group.
Yeah, from way back in the 90s and 2000s.
Ain't no party like an S Club party, because an S Club party don't stop.
Oh God! I mean, okay, you have daughters, you would know that. Yeah, it's fair.
Lance Reddick, yes, that sucks. Dude, Andre Brower and Lance Reddick in the same year. That's fucking not fair.
Yeah.
Where are we going to find black actors now?
Last week.
Tom Sizemore. Who's gonna star in shitty movies now? Bruce Willis has his thing, and Bruce Willis can't do it. Fucking,
he can't talk anymore.
He's got
Tom Sizemore's dead. Fucking, what's his name? The
Robert Downey Jr. will.
Well, he doesn't have to.
Bad
work
movies
ever
can't
again.
afford Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke will do it though.
Oh hell yeah.
Jansen Panettiere, so Hayden Panettiere's brother.
Yeah.
The cheerleader couldn't be saved.
Died from an enlarged heart. I wonder how that happened.
Oh, interesting.
James Hopol. Bobby
Turns out when your
Caldwell.
heart grows 3 times.
Yeah. Richard Belzer as
generally
well.
kills you.
Oh
Fucking
no!
shit, yeah.
No.
Stella Stevens, Raquel Welsh.
Oh, 07's in chat.
Yeah.
Those tits.
But it was fun.
Meat Candy says, "Ahoy, Feds and Fakelanders." Hey, Ken, how you doing, man?
Ahoy. Yeah, Michael
Ahoy.
Madsen's still alive.
Wait.
Good point, Eric.
What? Michael Madsen's still? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Kevin Sorbo's still alive.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo's alive, but he'll only do Christian movies.
True. Bette Bacharach died. Cindy Williams died. Annette Worshing.
This is horrifying. This is
Shirley.
shit. Annie Wershing dying.
Who?
Annie Wershing she was in 24. And Bosch. She had
Who?
a fucking ginormous rack. Annie Wershing. Never mind.
Baldo? You want to
I've
send
never
me
watched
photos?
any of those. So.
Bobby Hall, Tommy
she looked alright, though.
Verlaine,
Annie
Barrett
who?
Strong, Annie Wershing, Lisa Loring. The original Wednesday Addams from the 60s shows, from the 60 series.
Okay.
Dave Crosby of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Oh,
Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Lisa
Marie
lived
Presley.
a long time.
Oh shit!
Yep.
She died this year.
Yeah, that was. I think it was a.
That was
yeah, I
a
think it was
super
a drug
early Gen
overdose.
12. Gen 12. Oh jeez, I thought that was last year to be honest.
C.J. Harris from American Idol. Al Brown.
The Wire.
Al
Okay.
Thomas. Jeff Beck.
Ooh, ouch.
Tatiana Pazzi. Patitz. Breast cancer, man. Adam Rich, former Charles, played Nicholas. So the guy, so the kid Nicholas from Eight Is Enough. Bernard Clabb, Fred White.
The Earth, Wind and Fire.
Earth, Wind and Fire, yeah. Chris Ledesma. Who's he? He's a music editor for The Simpsons. Gangsta Boo. Was she shot? Found
Did
dead.
Sexy Red take her out?
No idea. James Buster Corley.
David Buster co-founder.
Okay.
Oh, RIP. Okay.
Oh, and Ken Block.
NASCAR.
I didn't even know that one.
Rally
Snowmobile
driver.
accident.
Oh man. At least
Oh,
he did
dude. Shit year. And just the actual topper on, like, the horrible fucking topper on all the fucking great actors and shit who died this year.
Did someone
Fucking
just die
Tom
now?
Wilkinson. Yeah, Tom Wilkinson died today.
Oh, I saw this, and I don't know who.
Australian
I didn't know
character actor Tom Wilkinson. Yeah, he's been in
He was
tons of stuff.
Australian?
Yeah, he's in the full. He's in the Full Monty. In Batman
Yeah.
Begins. Like played Carmine Falcone in Batman Begins.
English.
He's
fucking
one of those.
ton of
He's
movies.
one of those actors that if you've seen a movie, he's probably been in it as one of the.
Yeah, that's what I got the feeling
background.
of. It's like I just don't.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a that guy. He's a
yeah,
that
like
guy.
I get he's a character actor, but it's like I just don't. I didn't recognize him at all.
Yeah,
but it looks like he's been in everything.
Yeah. I think we go through this list of 10 best and 10 worst movies of 2023.
Jeez, I've barely watched any movies this year. I watched more movies in the last week than I have this entire year.
So apparently there was an adaptation of Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Apparently it's good, according to these guys.
Yeah.
I have not seen that. I didn't even know it was a thing. But it's got Rachel McAdams in it.
Ooh.
Don't worry, I'm 99% sure there is no nudity in that stage play.
Bugger.
Oh, pardon me.
Damn.
When evil
If there
lurks,
was, there would really be a god.
number of deadly possessions crop up in their town. Two brothers, Pedro and Jimmy, trying to outrun the seemingly unstoppable demon, full of twists and turns. When evil lurks, kept critics guessing until the very end.
Wait, this is the
Ryan-
critics list? Ugh.
This is just a list from Business Insider. These are the good ones, I think. Past lives.
Based on critics. Critics is shit.
I think they've just looked at the top Rotten Tomatoes scores.
Yeah, which is usually the critics.
I've heard
one.
good things about this, but the fat black April O'Neil makes me want to not watch it.
Did you ever? You really need to put what is it? Put the line art compared to all the other Ninja Turtles. and it's so flippin' funny. Is they're exactly the same.
Huh? What?
So if you
But
put
all
the
the
line
turtles-
art of the Ninja Turtles
From this
and
one?
the fat black April O'Neil, it's the same shape.
okay, yeah.
They turned April into the. They gave April the biology of a turtle.
The same body type, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is pretty funny.
She's still ginger, I think.
Critics
No,
were
she's
dazzled.
black.
She's got
black.
She's got dyed hair, but she's black. Like the last few incarnations to April have been black.
I've still not watched the first one.
I watched the first one, haven't watched the second because I don't give a fuck about Miles Morales. It's
Miles
Miles Morales, Spider-Man is Spider-Man.
Oh, dude, that sounds hilarious. They cloned Tyrone. After seemingly dying and coming back to life, Fontaine, John Boyega, joins forces with Yo-Yo, Tiana Paris, and Slick Charles, Jamie Foxx, to get to the bottom of a troubling mystery in their neighborhood. Critics praised the sci-fi comedy for its incredible acting performances and engaging central twist. I'll have to add that to the radar. Where are we? You hurt my feelings. Sat with critics after they left the theater. After a successful career writing, I've watched none of these films so far.
Yeah,
and I watched a few films this year. After successful writing career writing memoirs, Beth, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, decides to branch out with her first fiction novel, but her confidence is shaken when she hears her husband Don, Tobias Menzies, admits he hates it. Okay. Delightful, hilarious, and deeply human film about the intimate contradictions we refuse to accept. Here's the first one I've seen. John Wick Chapter 4 was another stunning display of non-stop action for the series. It was fucking
94%.
great.
What?
It was
Bullshit.
fucking
That should be
great.
100.
Yes, it should be 1,000. Eric says the only one that looks interesting in this is the clone Tyrone so far, yeah. So John Wick's restless journey of redemption and revenge take him to Morocco, Osaka, and New York City as blood trails behind him in his wake. With an unrelenting energy that never stops, John Wick Chapter 4 proves to be one of the most action-packed films of the year. They missed out on Paris.
Yeah, they left that part out. There's an entire fucking the last third of the
final
movie
third
takes
of the
place.
film is in Paris, yeah.
Yes.
Talk to Me sent chills up critics' spines. Morocco is like fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah, he goes to Morocco and does a certain thing which I won't spoil, but and then the rest
Goes
of the
to
movie's
talk to a guy.
Yeah, the rest of the movie's in Paris.
Talk to Me sent chills up critics' spines. Oh yes, this is an Aussie film.
Ah.
Yeah, this is an Aussie horror flick.
It's another reason why I haven't watched it. I watch Australian stuff.
Is that the one where they take the hand and?
Yeah, they take the hand, channels like some ghost, and they take possession of the body for a while. Sisu greater than John Wick. Look, I enjoyed the shit out of Sisu. That was a great film this year.
I haven't watched it.
But John, like, I don't know, they would say that it's greater than John Wick. I'd say they're on par. Like, it's a very good film, especially if you're not a big fan of dialogue.
It is a Nordic film. Okay.
Yeah. On the other hand, critics said the Puppet Man needed firmer direction. So now we're in the shit films.
Oh.
Audiences and critics were split over Five Nights at Freddy's.
There was a movie.
That made a shit ton of money. I have no idea how.
Because there was enough fans of the game that wanted to see it.
I refuse to believe fans of the game actually cared enough to see it. I think there was just enough curiosity for people.
They're kids. Kids, they're now like in their early 20s.
Hey, I watched it.
Eric says, I'm saying Sisu would kick John Wick's ass. Well, yeah, he takes a lot more damage.
Yeah, especially in this movie.
No, Sisu takes a lot more damage.
Oh, I thought you were talking about John
Yeah.
Wick.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 failed to carry over the charm of the original.
Wait, what do you mean 3?
A third Big Fat Greek Wedding.
There was a sequel?
I didn't even know there was a second one, yeah.
That's what I mean,
Yeah. The first one was good. Second one was not. Well, it wasn't quite as good, but the writing was off. So if you follow the trend, the third one you shouldn't even try to see.
Love Again didn't capture the hearts of reviewers. Priyanka Chopra Jonas. How fucking retarded is that?
Must be a married
She's
name. I'm
she's
pretty
married
sure
to
it's-
one of the Jonas brothers. Yeah. While grieving her dead fiance, Mira starts texting his old number, but she doesn't know there's actually someone on the other end of the line. The plot didn't entertain most critics, even with Celine Dion's star power backing the film. See, I don't understand. I don't understand why Priyanka Chopra has a Hollywood career. It felt like she just appeared all of a sudden and got shoved in our faces. There are tons more hotter and better Indian actresses
Diversity hard.
in Bollywood. In Hollywood. But I'm saying you can, in
She went around
Bollywood,
the carousel.
there are fucking tons of
Exactly.
absolute stunners in Bollywood.
RC.
And it's just why Priyanka Chopra? Really? Critics say,
Don't worry,
old dad's
you gotta
lost
think.
its steam.
You remember, Hollywood doesn't work on merit.
Yeah.
It's how much you can suck out of a director's dick.
This might actually be a good movie.
It was
Bobby Cannavale, Joaquin Woodbine, and Bill Burr.
It was all right.
The world of late fatherhood, changing workplaces, and new age schools. It feels, kind of eh. Critics agree the inspiration for Pain Hustlers was handled better elsewhere. Hungry for work. Emily Blunt takes a job at a pharmaceutical startup only to realize that's a lot more than she bargained for. Greg said that other films and television shows already told the story of the opioid epidemic in a better way. Pain Hustlers feels like a retreading of the same ground covered in other recent works, bringing nothing especially new to the table, and in splitting the artistic difference between sleazy, breezy, poignant, authentic, succeeds at fully neither. Oh, God. The Exorcist Believer was written off as an unnecessary horror sequel. Yes, I watched the I think it was in half. I think it was on Half in the Bag, or maybe they did a proper review.
They did it on Red Letter Media.
Yeah, Red Letter Media. I think it was on the episode of Half in the Bag. It's just so cringe. This was so fucking terrible.
It didn't need a what's it called, a cinematic universe, and that's what they tried to set up in that movie.
Well, they didn't need a sequel.
No,
it didn't need a new a sort of soft reboot.
It didn't need to be retold. It was essentially one of those masterpieces that should stand by itself.
Yeah. Most critics were bored by In the Fire. Amber Heard plays Grace Burnham, a doctor from New York who travels to a remote plantation in the 1890s to care for a boy with strange abilities.
I can understand why the critics were bored.
Critics said In the Fire was a thriller that lacked bite or any real sense of tension. Despite the title, there's not much heat in this slow-burning horror saga, which is more tedious than suspenseful. The Expendables failed to win many admirers. I didn't realize that was out yet.
It was all right.
I've only watched.
I'll watch it. I've watched them. I've watched.
That
all
was
of them,
pretty
so.
much all you could do is watch it.
Yeah. Barney Ross leads his team of experts on a mission to stop nuclear warheads from getting into the wrong hands. So Iranian hands. Struggling to win over critics with its predictable action and overblown theatrics. I know the last, Expendables 3, the action wasn't as good. And they went really overboard with the final, using Final Cut for fucking, muzzle flashes. Or After Effects, rather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what they do for all the John Wick ones.
Yeah.
That ends blanks in John Wick.
Yeah, but they do it. They blend it better. It looks a lot better.
Yeah.
What did I watch the other day that I was like, holy shit, this is an expensive movie, and they literally use fucking
The Marvels?
No, they don't. There's not a lot of gunfire in that. They used the digital effects, but they just were so they weren't polished at all, and I just thought, wow, really? This movie is expensive. What was it? Remember what I fucking watched? Oh, Extraction 2 is really good. I enjoyed the shit out of that. And there's going to be an Extraction 3, which is great. What was it? Because I remember thinking, Jesus, this film is so expensive. Why the fuck are they like that's such a letdown. I'll have to look through my list of films. Black Noise was unanimously panned by critics. Scored a 0. Jordan, Alex Pettifier and his elite security team start to lose their minds when they become tortured by a mysterious frequency while performing an extraction on a remote island. God, terrible. We'll go through this last, and then we'll wrap it up.
How did the Marvels not get on that?
Because it wasn't one of the best or worst. Like it's yeah.
It would probably be one of the better
Or
of the works.
Aquaman 2.
Oh, the article
Is that out yet?
The article was in.
Yeah.
Was written. The article was in November, so it wouldn't.
That's why.
Yeah, like it's.
The
Apparently, audiences like the Marvels.
I meant money-wise, it's one of the worst performing movies.
Well, worst performing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Look,
think that
I didn't
other
hate
article
it.
was on. Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but then again, I didn't pay to see it.
I don't think that other article was based on performance.
Yeah, it wasn't based on performance. It was based on exclusively on fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Which is why Expendables 4
So-
was down. Yeah. Even though Expendables 4 had 80%, 70% audience approval.
So, yeah, it was just the critic reviews. So yes, this is the best 10 TV shows of 2023 and 3 of the worst. So Judge Steve Harvey. I didn't know there was a Judge Steve Harvey show, but apparently there is. It's on ABC/Hulu.
Okay, I guess if you like Steve
It's just
Harvey.
a generic fucking like
It's a
Judge
reality
Judy
court. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But without an actual judge.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
how does he have
it's a
authority
black guy.
to handle? Like,
So do you not know how these work, Tim?
hang on, just let me finish.
so
Hang on,
how
no, hang on. I know that
Hang on.
they're not full legal cases, and in those shows, the judge who's hosting it is usually like a retired judge or something like that.
No, that's not how they work.
No.
So what they are is people come to the show, and they agree that because it's usually a small claim, so they both sides agree to have the dispute settled on the show as mediation.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be real court. It's because both sides enter into a contract that they'll settle their dispute in this.
Yeah, it's not an actual court hearing.
It's not a court.
It's like they're not.
But they
not,
treat it
that's
like
what
a
I'm-
court. Yeah,
that's what
And
I'm
gen-
trying to say.
Generally,
Yeah, that's what I was-
generally part of the contract is both sides get money. Like they both get paid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's generally it's good. It's good for. It's a better outcome for you if you go through that.
Yeah,
It's reality TV.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
reality,
it's just reality TV.
Yeah.
It's some of the oldest reality TV because the People's Court was fucking ancient.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Was it the 80s? No, I don't think it was the 80s.
It was either
90s?
People's Court or...
You're gonna make
I mean, you had Jerry Springer.
Jerry.
Yeah, 81 to 93. You are right, Dave.
Jerry.
Mhm.
Oh,
So it finished airing before Ryu was even born. The Curse is apparently is allegedly good. Oh yes, this is sitting in my queue to watch. Emma Stone and Nathan Fielder. No, wait, not Nathan Fielder. Who's the guy? I think they just played like absolute jerks. Harlem, Amazon Prime Video, which, just FYI, if you have Amazon Prime Video, you will start getting ads from like the middle of next year.
Yep.
So
Another reason to play for this shit.
Unless
I get it as part of my Amazon.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, you got to pay $2.99 a month extra to get it ad free. Which is bullshit because they already fucking play ads at the start of every fucking show. Oh, wait, it's Sunday. That's great. You know what I'm going to watch after this? I'm going to sit down and watch the latest episode of Reacher.
I was about to say.
And not Invincible?
No,
haven't
I
watched season-
couldn't get
I
into
haven't-
that.
I've watched season 1 of Invincible. I liked it. I haven't watched the second season.
I couldn't get into Invincible.
I'm very happy that Surrender Swan is in season 2. I'm a fan.
Jonathan says, I would smash Emma Stone. I don't understand. With a brick? No, she's all right.
I would crack open Emma Stone.
Yes.
Bargain. Fast-paced fusion of body horror, disgusting drama, black comedy, and psychological character study. Bargain packs a lot of payoff in its 6 sleek episodes. Korean survival thriller. Opens with an unsettling vignette. Park Ju-young, played by Jeong Xiao, a teen girl wearing a short black skirt and private school blazer, meets an older man named No Hung-soo, played by Jin Sung-koo, in a remote hotel room. They proceed to have a detailed discussion about the technical status of her virginity. It's excruciating, which makes the pandemonium that follows a black market organ harvesting ring, a catastrophic earthquake, murderous gangsters on the run for any surviving witnesses, all the more exhilarating. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Oh, that reminds me, Thermo. Have you watched a show called From?
I have watched From.
Is it decent?
It is good. It is very good. They build tension very well. They do. They reveal. So, you know how the problem with Lost was that they never actually revealed anything. Like, you never actually felt like you were learning anything about the island or the numbers or anything. In this, every episode you feel like you learn a little bit more about the rules, about how it all works. It's very good. And at the end of every season, there's like, oh, this thing you thought you had figured out. Oh, this is actually a bit more depth and a bit more depth. And yeah, it's very cool. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I would binge it. I wouldn't watch week to week. It's a pain in the ass.
Someone keeps recommending it to me, and I just go, should I
It's
try
very
to-
good. There's 2 full seasons available to watch. I would watch the 2 seasons, and then next year should be the third season. American-born Chinese, Disney Plus. Next. I keep fucking hearing about The Bear, man. Everybody tells me I need to watch The Bear.
American-born Chinese sounds like race baiting to me.
It's Disney Plus, and it looks
Still
like
sounds
it's
race baiting.
well. Look, if you look at the photo, it looks lit like every fucking like high school Disney Plus show.
Yeah,
That's what made me immediately go, no thanks.
Now, if it was like High School Musical, excuse me,
Well, that's-
no, thank
Chinese born,
you.
American
That-
born Chinese, the musical, maybe.
Dave, I don't ever want to hear
That's
that.
how it
show's
looks like
name
it's lit,
ever again.
Dave. Look at the fucking color grading. It looks like fucking High School Musical.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's only going to be, the identity politic bullshit.
Yeah, it looks like oh, what's that show called? The one Victoria Justice was in.
Victorious.
Yeah, it looks like that, or yeah, it's.
But yeah, I may have to finally bite the bullet and watch The Bear, but I might wait till season 3's out.
I actually thought that was just shameless because I just recognized the character as Chip. Because he kind of plays like Chip.
Emma Stone looks like she would stink of spoiled milk. So Reservation Dogs, FX Hulu. When we first meet Bear, DeFaro Wood. Oh God, I'm not even going to try. Elora, Willie, Jack, and Cheese. They all wanted an escape from life on their sleepy reservation town of Oklahoma, from the constant and often cryptic advice of their elders, from the pain of losing their best friend to suicide. 2 years and 28 magical episodes later, the glorious coming-of-age comedy from Stern Hajo and Taika Waititi. Next.
Oh, yeah. Next.
Barry, I already watched that. I'm a Virgo, Amazon Prime TV. I'm either a villain or a clown, laments Cootie, the 13-foot black teenager at the center of I'm a Virgo. I want to inspire people. This brilliantly offbeat debut TV series, Sorry to Bother You, auteur Boots Riley sends his singular protagonist on a hero's journey that's equal parts provocative, uproarious, and inspirational. Emerging from a 19-year seclusion imposed by his overprotective aunt and uncle, Carmen Egjogo and Mike Epps, Cootie's balances a coming-of-age milestones like falling in love with Flora, Olivia Washington, a comely fast food cashier with the ugly reality of the socio-economic oppression of his Oakland.
Oh, he in the hood, man.
Yeah, I just saw his Oakland, Washington socio.
There's a lot wrong with the world today, but this year, Boots Riley delivered a dazzlingly original anti-capitalist fable on a platform owned by one of the most powerful corporate behemoths in the world. And he's immediately mocked as a threat by a billionaire comic book publisher. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That sentence is an
and if you haven't watched Succession, I would encourage everybody to watch it. It is a great series. It has a very satisfying end, and it is hilarious from woe to go. It's great, fucking great show. Citadel, Amazon Prime Video, and again, it's fucking Priyanka Chopra.
Is it?
Yeah. Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Richard Madden as sexy agents fighting a global crime syndicate.
I just recognized the oldest Stark son.
Yeah, that's Richard Madden. If you want to watch him in something, there's a series.
Just go watch.
There's a short-run series. No, there's a short-run series called The Bodyguard. Bodyguard, not The Bodyguard. It's a British TV show. Features Keely Hazel. I think it's Keely Hazel. Keely Hazel or Keely Hawes, one of them. The one who isn't the page 3 model. But it's very good. Rehashed IP, yeah, of course. Fatal Attraction, the Frasier revival.
Oh, this is all just...
Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies. Fuck off. There was CBS did a True Lies thing. That's very depressing. So CBS did a True Lies network show, and Netflix did what amounts to True Lies, like a True Lies spin-off, or I guess a sequel, in a TV series with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, fucking hell, Netflix, you couldn't have just gone to CBS and say, hey, let's do this. Night Court came back. God, there was an anime Scott Pilgrim sequel.
It was actually quite good.
Oh, it says it became a critical
it.
darling. Heading into 2024, my New Year's resolution is to keep an open mind about new versions of Faulty Towers, Matlock, Who's the Boss, Baywatch. What?
How do you?
What?
Faulty Towers.
Baywatch remake in the works at Fremantle as Buyer's Circle.
Remake. Okay. Remake.
That's fine.
So who's gonna play Mitch? A black man, probably.
Yeah, Mitch will be black guy, but does that mean the cop, the beach cop, will be? I forgot his name. Fuck. I can draw the actor in my mind, but I can't fucking remember the character's name. Meat Candy says, honestly, almost everything Priyanka is a stinker. Keep trying to force her into the role of an attractive woman and she can't even pull it off. Yes, that fucking FBI show she was in was terrible as well. Like, God, I don't understand it. Like like I said before, there are so many more, much more attractive in like Desi women. Like, Jesus, terrible.
And Hollywood doesn't care about merit.
Yeah, I know. Ally McBeal. Why would you? Who asked for that?
Making single female lawyer fighting for her.
I like the quote.
Single female lawyer fighting for her. Yeah, that's.
They already had that. They just had had her be green.
Yeah,
and it was terrible.
Yes, it was. Yes.
The Idol. The Idol is a fascinating example of what happens when network execs give a hotshot showrunner carte blanche, or as Abel Tesfay's character pronounce it with such confidence, carte blanche. The drama, which was co-created by Euphoria mastermind Sam Levinson, Tesfaye, formerly known as The Weeknd.
Oh, okay. And
Reza Fahim centers on Jocelyn, Lily Rose Depp.
Daughter, yeah.
If you want to see Lily Rose Depp get her tits out, by all means watch this show. That's the only thing interesting about this show. It is not at all interesting. It is not at all entertaining, and it's not at all good. I have watched 2 episodes, and that was 2 episodes too many.
Okay.
So get the clips off Reddit and be done. And that is it. Let's go back to this. And that's it. We are done for now. No, it is not a decent rack. If you Baldo. If you Baldo, it's a decent rack.
I doubt it.
I like my ladies with a bit more meat on the shelf, so to speak. So yes, that's it for our recap of 2023. I and some of you, I assume, will be back this evening my time, early morning American time. So we'll be, I think 6:30 EST. We'll be back for just to shoot the shit stream. We'll watch some clips. We'll watch some videos. Yeah, I have a bottle of Crystal Skull vodka that I intend on polishing off.
Nice. I've got a 6-pack.
Well, how much you got left?
I've drunk about 2 fingers out of it. So
why did you put 2 fingers in it?
No, that's how you measure.
And why did you go the whole fucking hog?
So if I hold it up, it's still.
I'm giving you shit.
It's still. I know it's still above his temples. I mean, I assume it's a man.
I hope it's a man as well.
Drinking from a woman's skull would be interesting. But yeah, I want to finish it off so
that's
that
just a power move.
I can fill it. I can fill it with water and have it in my fridge. And during meetings, I can just take it out and drink from it on camera, just to freak people out. That's my New Year's resolution for 2024. Do more sight gags in Zoom meetings.
You could go one further and actually paint it like a real skull, and then drink from it.
Fill it with vodka and then add. I would add. See, what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do it all year, but I haven't been able to get them. I wanted to fill it with fucking Redskins. But you can't fucking get Redskins. Sorry, Redskins are lollies in Australia. They're candy. They're candies. They're a soft chewable candy. They're very good. They have a raspberry flavor, and what you do is you put them in a bottle of vodka, and they dissolve, and it makes the vodka this sweet raspberry flavor. It's fucking awesome. And I wanted to do it to my fancy Crystal Skull vodka, but yeah, I haven't been able to buy a bag of fucking Redskins. So. The closest I can get are the Wicked Fizz, and I'm not gonna dump these in a bottle of vodka because I'm pretty sure it'd explode because they've got fizz in it. So. Yeah. Yes, Eric. It is almost New Year's Eve, so we'll be back 6:30 Eastern time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. Crystal Skull tastes like Grey Goose. I've never had Grey Goose. So,
French vodka.
6:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Or if you're a Queenslander, it's an hour before that. And if you're a West Australian, I'm sorry.
So 9:30 Queensland.
Yeah, 9:30 Queensland time. So yes, we'll have some drinks. We'll have some music. We'll see if the harbour bridge explodes or something. It actually looks like it's going to be rained out. So.
He's hoping.
And we'll watch the fireworks ring in the new year and see what's happening on socials and whatnot. And just talk about shit. Shoot the shit.
The aliens are coming.
Oh, God, I hope so. I really do. It's either that or World War III. We're right there. We're fucking just right on that knife's edge. Like, just needs a little push.
The aliens will come,
or
and
the
then they'll just run away.
second U.S. Civil War.
No, I think that's a lot harder.
No,
I don't think the U.S.
That's
is on the brink of a civil war. But I do think the world is on the brink.
Just a meme.
And you know what will happen? The world will slip into World War III, and all the fucking internal strife in the US will disappear. It'll all disappear because
People
the
will get
Russian
in line
because
real
the,
fucking quick.
because all the Russian agents who were pushing all that bullshit will be destroyed. So they'll all be executed in the streets. So
Well, I wouldn't say America would go that far, but they will be suppressed.
not in the streets, no, but the CIA will get rid of them.
Yeah, they'll be suppressed.
Yes. So anyway, thank you, chat. We'll see. Oh, sorry. We'll do Rumble exclusive because I don't want to have to fucking deal with YouTube's bollocks. So yes, join us over on Rumble, and hopefully the chat will work on Rumble. But if it doesn't, I have the chat window open. So yes, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your sleep if you're going to have a nap.
Yeah, we'll have a nap.
All the old people are like, yeah, we're going to have a nap.
I need to prepare for midnight by sleeping.
Candy says the Russians are big mad that Ukraine struck back with Czech missiles and are blaming the US for it, claiming the US wants to escalate World War III. Well,
I mean, they're not wrong.
Who gave them the missiles?
Well, the Czechs.
Oh, I misread that. Sorry.
Check, please. Costy's gonna nap. I hope you're feeling better, Costy. So yes, that's it. We'll see you later. And if we don't see you tonight, then we'll see you next year. So have a great New Year, everyone, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.